Yeah, well,
I've hosted it like what 4 or 5 times at this point.
yeah, we are live. I got to figure out now how to get the intro. First of all, I got to chop it and separate it.
We still need to find out why there's only one fucking ear that you can. Can you hear both ears?
No.
Can you hear? Put your headphones. No, there.
Why would that make sense now?
I just want. Yeah. All right.
Well, let me see. I know, just this one.
Right.
Right.
This
Yeah.
one, you're right.
So
Left side?
It's this thing right here.
Probably.
No, it definitely is.
I'm just saying.
Fucking with it now.
Why
Right.
only one freaking ear? That doesn't make sense to me.
No, doesn't. Why do you need to make sense?
Well, you know what happened is we had Crescenzo in, and he's so fucking annoying. He can only hear in one ear. You know, he's deaf in one ear. So we switched it over, so he couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, but I'm deaf in the opposite ear, which
Yeah.
is even more fucked up.
Can
My
you-
left, his right.
You probably can't even reverse those if you wanted to. Does that mouthpiece go back so you can flip it?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah. I considered getting a couple more of these, but that just seems like
hold
a
on
pain
one
in the
second. Da da da
Da, da, da. Wait, hold on.
da. Oh, we're doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
With the mute button on, that's always handy.
Well, I was ready. I didn't want it starting without that.
I shouldn't have told him.
Well, I would have saw it.
It took you a minute, though, wouldn't it?
No, because I'm like, huh? Oh, that's why.
But he's directly in front of the screen. You know,
You think that means anything? You really think that means something?
All right, that's enough of that.
All right, good.
All right. Listen, I got
The
it.
version was better.
So, Paul's still a dick.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Paul. Welcome actually in.
Yeah.
You haven't been in studio in a while.
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah.
I gave her less money than you gave your kid, and told her to go buy makeup at fucking Walmart. And now I was gone. No, I came in also because you wanted your fucking tree done.
Right. I appreciate that. Listen, when you have an idiot like myself getting a pulsar stuck in a tree right after New Year's.
You know, it couldn't just happen either. Like there was warning signs to this, wasn't there? Like,
No.
it just got stuck.
No. When you cut a tree like that, and then when the weight pushes that top piece back, and the
Okay.
chaunsaw's in there, and it actually managed to just grab the
Oh,
chain.
so
It
So
didn't.
So it's wedged.
It was actually-
It was wedged because of the
But
weight.
it was just the chain. So this bit was
Like I got it through.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
And that's what
everything
stayed.
except like a little more than the chain.
Yeah.
was
You know
stuck
what I
in the
thought?
tray.
I thought it was like, it like bit in and just wouldn't come out.
Well, it did, but
Yeah,
the metal piece. I guess what happened is, you know, that inside you can tighten it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to retighten it
He's
now.
got to retighten it now because it poured itself, so the chain was hanging off like this much, and that piece that was hanging was in the middle of a branch.
These are jobs that you freaking send to somebody else, bro.
Oh, no, I know. Well, you know what it is. I got a pulsar. I wanted to do that tree for like years. I've been here like 6 years now. So I'm like, you know, I'm like, I'll buy one day. Homeowners insurance is like, hey, you got to trim the branches in the front. I'm like,
What, the tree
Guess-
I don't own?
right. So I'm like, guess I'm buying a pulsar now because now I got to do this. So they're gonna fuck with my homeowners insurance. So I did that. Sent them the pictures. I'm fine. I'm like, while I'm at it, let me start on the back. I've been wanting to do that for the last few years. Got the pulsar stuck in a tree.
You know, you could have rented like for like $40. You probably could have rented a big chainsaw from Home Depot and just.
No, they wanted more than that.
Did they really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least
it's
when I
probably
went.
like 150.
Yeah.
Like that, right?
Yeah, they were paying
You only
me
paid how much for the thing?
150.
Right. So why rent it? I mean, it's not a big one, but you got.
Right.
When you rent, you know, you could take out a fucking.
If you're gonna take out a tree, you're gonna need something industrial size, bro. You can't. You're gonna have to spend that money. You're gonna have to spend the $500, $1,000 for that freaking thing.
Well, I wasn't trying to take the whole tree.
No,
Just some
just-
branches.
Yeah.
Well, how'd that work out?
I just.
So, like I said.
So no. Afterwards, he got a sawzall after he got that branch undone and got the other pulsar out. We chopped those branches off, you know, into smaller pieces. And he's like, "Hey, let's get another one." I'm like, "All right, now everything's done back there. Maybe one more branch could be done. That's a job for next summer."
My brother-in-law is a plumber and he has the diamond blade sawzall.
Really?
Yeah. So let me tell you something, bro. That went through quicker than a fucking chainsaw. Let me.
Yeah.
Fucking.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They're gonna charge me. I got a big tree in my backyard, and the freaking company that's gonna take care of it eventually must spend like $1,800.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a huge.
Let me see if I can
freaking
find. Let me see if I can find my people. They're out of Tom's River, but they didn't charge me that for 4 trees.
tree. Really?
Yeah.
Just you know, he must have looked at me. He's like, "Oh, this guy's a sucker."
Yeah.
We do $18. So I was like,
No,
screw that.
they're stupid. The quotes are stupid. I wonder if I have the guy's number.
I'm like, "Yeah, we don't have time for that shit." Like, oh, this guy wants to be lazy, huh?
You know, what? It's a huge tree. This is
Right.
Like a, you know, and you got branches everywhere.
Well, yeah, but they go up there and they fucking.
They trim everything down. You know, like a bikini wax on the freaking thing.
Yeah, I like that.
So,
I'll give you the numbers with the go.
all right, send it. Absolutely.
I mean, even if they charge you $100 to go up there, but they only charge you $1,000 for the trees.
Oh,
It's still cheaper.
way cheaper.
You know, I mean, it might be bigger than I thought. Is there like room around it, or is it like a real pain in the ass to chop it down?
You know, you could go around it, but it's a thick tree. I mean, this is an oak tree.
Well, they take it off in pieces anyway.
Yeah.
Like precious thick.
Yeah.
No, that's not thick, brother.
That's the whole forest.
Yeah.
That's a freaking planet. That's a small planet. It's a dwarf moon right there.
Well, I know a kid in Waretown that can come to your house and burn it down for you.
Well, not anymore.
He didn't make bail though.
That's what I'm saying. So not anymore.
Yeah, he's
Now,
not
did
making
that guy
bail.
get beat up prior to him?
Yeah, that was weeks before.
Oh,
You
okay.
saw that video I put in the chat, right? You see? Oh, you saw it somewhere else.
I saw it somewhere else.
The
That-
two kids bullying him.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did not see it.
Yeah. It's like a really short little. I put it in the Instagram chat, which you probably ignore.
Well, I was on vacation.
Dude, you fucking thumbs up 9 of my things while you're on vacation. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah,
You
well,
had
I was-
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but doesn't mean I'm paying attention.
It makes sense though. I mean, the guy's getting bullied. He probably hasn't got laid ever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you
But
know
he
what?
is now.
Well, somebody's laying down some pipe over there, right? But hey, just remember, if you got, the guy shares his sunny bun and gives him a bigger piece, it's romance, baby.
You see what he
Yeah.
looks like the kid?
Yeah, he looks like somebody.
No,
that-
you kid, right?
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, he's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
beat to shit in jail.
No. He's getting good loving.
that's right.
They're giving him the good loving back there,
He's walking around. I'm somebody's bitch.
right?
Well, that's what they do say.
I got the
that.
cocktail fruit. I'm ready.
That's
But
right.
if they do say that if you're a nerdy or like a weak person, you just get a boyfriend in there because then you just got to do that guy
Well, this
versus
is county.
the
Hold on.
other 30 people.
Hey, I don't know how it is at freaking Great Britain, brother, but this is county jail, all right?
Yeah.
it's not quite the same. You know.
Yeah, no, he's not getting that till way afterwards.
Yeah, he goes to prison. No. Right now he's got associates that he's just, banging for canteen money.
Right.
Yeah. Oof.
He's just getting a little mouth love for Honey Bun.
He's getting his bail money together.
That's
Nope.
when he was getting on the street, right?
He's
So
earning.
what's up?
He's earning his bail money now,
That's right.
the hard way. What the hell is
He's
that?
gauging his asshole as we
This is the video. That's the kid on the left. getting
Oh, I
shot.
did see this.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Wait, let me see. Because now I'm paying attention.
Someone punched him in the face.
Damn, what the hell they hit him for? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, so there's no context to that.
Because he's found. Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what I wrote to that. I'm
And
like,
every guy on fucking Lacey and friggin' Waretown chatter Facebook group, which is makes 4chan and fucking Reddit look like intelligent people. They're like, oh, yeah, this was 10 minutes before the thing. We should arrest everybody. Why are they just arresting him?
yeah, why? All right, maybe because he's the one that set the fire.
What? Someone pulled up that they all got arrested like a few weeks ago for like assault. So that might have even been that.
Really?
Possible.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 of them got arrested for
so
it.
you think this guy's like an incel and that was his revenge?
No, I think he's just a fucking idiot and he just set it fire just as a dick. I don't think he set it an intention to burn a fucking forest down.
It doesn't take much, you're right.
You know?
Well,
The
listen.
problem with
When you're starting a forest fire, you're pretty much intending to burn the forest down.
the problem,
I think that's just the.
Well, hold on. Maybe he just started a fire that developed into.
That's what I'm saying.
fire. I mean, like,
the problem with the New
Yeah, but when you're in the woods doing that, you
Yeah.
kind of know.
but they
Unless
still
you're a Boy
freaking
Scout.
pull it anyway, man. Because as we all know, only you can prevent a forest fire.
Yes.
that's what
that's
the
right.
signs on the side of the road say.
Yeah, and I was on vacation, so I couldn't have stopped it.
There you go.
And the New Jersey
Yeah, reassign
arson
that.
laws,
Mhm.
have nothing in them about intent. If you fucking
I mean, strict liability. You're right.
yeah, you're done. There's none of that. Oh, I didn't. Can I get 3rd degree because I didn't plan it? There's none of that.
So it's just arson.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what's gonna happen though? He said I think it's up to 5 years he can get for that, which is ludicrous for the amount of damage.
Right.
Did you see the pictures from space?
Yes, I saw that. That scared the shit out of me.
If nobody died, then 5 years seems appropriate.
All these retards. I was in a fight with someone down on Facebook, which would never happen. And some woman's like, "Oh, sorry, it was Reddit. Oh, I can't believe so many people had their lives destroyed and all this." I'm like, I wrote, there was a factory, 2 sheds, and a couple of cars.
Yeah.
So the guys that worked at the factory, all 8 of them, yes, their lives are fucked now, and the owner's really fucked. But
But it depends on what his insurance is like.
yeah, see that?
He's gonna be fully covered.
That's how big the fucking fire
The
is.
space
See-
one?
See the black?
Yeah.
Yeah. it's like-
I saw one where they were showing.
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah.
You could actually see
my
that-
House, my house is that like right by that line of fucking river or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, but
You
did you
almost
see the
got it,
satellite
buddy. You
image where you
almost
could
got
see
it.
the
Yeah, I'm talking
actual
about
fire
Calvin.
though, not just the smoke? There's actual fire. That one scared the shit out of me when I saw that one on TV. I was like,
I got a lot of videos that we took
yeah, I believe it.
because my friend works for Channel 12. As
But you know what I mean. But no, I'm
I
saying,
got-
but the actual satellite image of the fire at night,
Yeah.
or it was, you could see the flames. I was like, from space. That's fucking scary.
that might be a drone. It might be drone footage. But
That-
yeah,
I don't
I
think
know
so.
I have
Still
seen it.
makes it scary though.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd see the fire from up there. If a military satellite, you probably can fucking see tip of my finger right now.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
You remember that the freaking forest fire in Canada? You know what?
Yeah.
yeah, we
ago?
smelled that shit
Oh,
for a
my
month.
God. Bro, even the skies look like freaking hell on earth, man.
Dude, Friday and Thursday last week, I could barely talk, which very happy people are happy about.
Yes.
But
And I wasn't here. I
because
was
of the
still
smoke.
happy.
And I know, dude, I didn't go out those days, but you could smell the smoke in my
Yeah.
house. You couldn't see, smoke, but you could literally taste the smoke in the air. It's fucking hot.
So you need a trach now?
Yeah, because the factory that burned down, the one factory,
Yeah.
was right on the other end of my town.
What kind of factory was it?
It was a tile and siding manufacturing
I
thing.
wonder if any of that shit's cancerous, dude.
Well, yeah,
He doesn't get it yet.
I know.
Cancer.
Yeah, I have a joke though. When I say cancer, I go yay, and that was fucking 5 years ago, and this has been going since.
I
did that joke. I did that joke on Friday because they were fucking really fucking. Oh, I did 28 minutes on Friday.
Oh
And
yeah.
it was, and 27 and a half minutes was crowd work because it was like 14 people, and it was all these stuck up ladies.
Yeah,
By the end of it, I was asking them if they fucked themselves with a cucumber, would it smell like Vagisil when I picked it up? That's how fucking south it went. Woo!
All right.
Yeah.
So are they gonna invite you back, man?
Yeah.
Oh no, they did.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And she was like,
But
Wait, on a positive note, that other minute is his A material.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Exactly. Well, half of it.
Yeah.
No, half a minute.
I'm giving you credit.
No, half a
I'm
minute.
giving you
yeah,
credit.
I know. But I said to him, I says, "You're a good crowd. You got, I got two pretty brutal jokes that really crossed the line. The cancer one's the worst one.
now,
but
did they
they-
laugh? Were they
Oh,
big?
there was a pause for a second. Like there were always the cancer joke. It works its way around the room. You can literally watch it every time. Like one table will get it,
Yeah.
and then the next table will be like, "Oh fuck!" You could literally sit there for 30 seconds and watch it go around the room.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, but the only problem is a lot of times you'll get some people immediately triggered as soon as they hear the word.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, that's it. They're done. I'm
Well,
like,
it is the last word though.
right.
Once they hit freaking cancer, certain things. What you say, you're right. They're done. You say Trump, done. You say anything, done. Cancer.
The only thing I said about
Really?
Trump, and I normally don't, I really don't do politics.
Oh.
The only religion I do is, the Pope's a pedophile, but he's dead now, so they're putting
The only religion you do for politics is
yeah,
what?
yeah, exactly, yeah. I know. No, I'm saying that's another subject. Or sports.
For
I don't
those
care.
listening, yes, he actually wrote that down before saying it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's his written material. I told you, 1 minute, Abe
Who
material.
who was on stage that one time where they fucking sucked and then they had notes?
Jonesy.
And we're like, Jonesy.
Oh, no. Jonesy was up there the one time, and the guy yelled out, crickets.
Yeah, some guy actually yelled.
He
crickets.
yelled crickets,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
I think do I have that on video? I must have.
Somewhere. You
Yeah,
definitely have it
I
somewhere.
have everything.
The best line I think I ever heard is like, you remember the day that laughter died?
Yeah.
You're about as funny as a glass of milk.
Yeah.
That's the best line from an audience.
I just thought it was
Audience
amazing.
loved that
Crickets.
I did a joke about my wife.
And
being
like
a trophy
very,
wife.
very like crickets.
so much.
Yeah, I got a new joke about my wife being a trophy wife.
All right.
And then the punchline, at Bogies, I had people clapping. But at this place on Friday, there was a pause. And then there was a, oh shit. So it's weird because you think if you nail a room full of comedians with a joke, you're like, this is gonna be fucking work anywhere. Eliminating, of course, all the jokes about the other comics, which I fall down that fucking road quite a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I had to tell you stop doing it.
I know.
I'm like, because he'd be like, oh yeah, and he's like telling inside jokes. I'm like, yeah, this is a crowd. This isn't.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
This isn't 7 comedians we know really well.
Yeah.
This goes over well at the Firehouse when it's just the same comedians that we know that we're still talking about.
I got
today.
Blair good on Thursday though. I said his daughter hasn't arrived on time. She's translate. That's what I think of that.
Now, is Blair serious about the kids? His kids are all,
Oh,
whatever.
everything is
Really?
legit. Yeah,
Oh, wow. All right.
he has a trans daughter, a gay daughter. No, is it a trans daughter, a gay son, and
Trans daughter, gay son, and
a straight daughter?
allegedly.
Oh, you missed it on Thursday, bro. The whole drive from down by me
Right.
all the way to Bogies,
Yeah,
stopping
see.
at that venue, Bloomfield, to drop tickets off. The daughter was fighting with the mother.
Nice.
And Blair, who doesn't like the mother, is now ganging up on the daughter with the mother. It was the funniest. And then I just did 5 minutes about it on stage when I got the pokey. It was brutal.
Dude.
13-year-old, 13, I think she is.
Uh,
Fucking.
That sounds right.
I'm divorcing both my parents, that kind of shit.
I'm like, good.
Mommy
Get
won't
the
do
hell
that.
out.
They would, you know how the kids try and play the parents off, and then they both said no, and then she's like, "Fuck you, I'm never coming home again." And I'd be like, "Okay, call their
We'll
bluff."
miss you.
Yeah, see you later.
One less.
Well, no,
freaking
only
round.
because she's 13. You have 3 more years before she could do that legally,
Yeah,
or else you're the fucking bad parent that gets arrested.
I never actually seen anybody getting
yeah,
arrested.
you're not gonna get arrested if they
It
put
could,
that.
but it could happen.
Could have. All you have to do is freaking report them missing and just not look hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's,
Yeah.
you know?
Hey, she ran away. She left a note. I threw it out accidentally.
Well, you remember that chick that turned herself in recently? She ran away when she was 14. Might have been messing with that freaking older guy, the pedophile.
Yeah.
And it turned
Pope?
herself in. Yeah. You know he's dead now, right?
So like the new one.
Yeah.
Oh,
The JD Vance killed him
Yeah.
man.
Doesn't JD Vance look like Brendan Jones?
a little bit.
I saw that. Someone posted a picture.
I could see that.
You saw that, right? Someone posted a picture today. I don't know who it was. Probably because he met the Pope.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it looked like a kind of chubbyish Brendan Jones. And then I remember what
Brendan
Jones
hasn't
looked
been
like.
that thin. Yeah.
I know, but that's what he
in
looks
like ever.
Was it you that sent me that picture? There?
Yes.
I'm
Like-
actually, a hardcore Catholic, so I'm not interested in who's going to be next Pope.
Well, hopefully, if he doesn't have warrants, that'll probably be okay.
I think it's going to be the black guy.
I hope it is.
Samuel Jackson again?
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like a conservative, I want fire and brimstone, man.
I would love a good fire and
So we could
brimstone.
walk up to every black guy and tell him, "Oh, sorry, I thought you were the Pope." I like Bobby. You can fuck off. I got 2 laughs.
You're making yourself laugh doesn't count.
He
Yeah.
laughed.
but you're saying 2 laughs.
Yeah. You always laugh at your own shit. That doesn't count. That takes 5 away.
Where'd you send me that picture? Oh, fine.
Messenger.
Did you really?
I'm like, but he's from like the original, continent, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little different. You can't exactly go to New York and be like, hey, you're the Pope. No.
Do you know Brendan Jones?
No, I
No.
don't think he's met him.
So how does he know how?
I thought I saw a picture. You know what?
You
You know what
might
I
have,
thought
I
it was?
fuck
What the hell's his name? You know that comic with the list? Yeah, he won that freaking. Well, he was the co-winner of that contest you were at in Atlantic City.
Yeah, I don't know what his name was though.
I thought that was him for a second because that's who I pictured, and he does kind of look like, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Sebastian something.
Maniscalco?
Either way, if you saw, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay. The one he won with the girl. The girl, Steph
Yeah.
was the other.
Yes.
I can't remember his name.
I know Steph.
Yeah.
But he does look like Vance. Finally, he's on my face.
This is the guy we're talking about.
Yeah.
On the left, on the right. But he's fatter now. This
He's
is,
fatter now.
yeah.
Let me see.
That wasn't
Well,
fat.
no,
then.
that's the one you sent me.
Yeah.
No, that's halfway between.
No, that's a recent picture.
But he was fatter.
Yeah, but he was much thinner at one point,
Oh yeah.
and then was double that. He's
What?
down to that now.
Did he get stung by a bee? What happened to him?
He shacked up with a fat chick.
He,
That's him.
he started dating a feeder.
Oh, all right. Well, that happened.
She got mad. So the story goes,
Oh.
the reason he stopped doing comedy because one day him and his girlfriend showed up at the comedy club.
I thought it was his mother.
He followed the punchline, you fucking jokers. Yeah, him and his girlfriend asked the people downstairs, "Can we go watch the show?" You know, he's a comic, so he's trying to get him for free, like he always does.
Yeah.
And so the girl goes upstairs and says to Hollywood, "Brendan Jones is downstairs with his mom. Can they come up?" I'm gonna find it. Fucking.
No, it was great actually, because he was there one other time too, around the same time, and he went up, and it was literally the worst thing you've ever seen.
Oh, I feel
That we can play on here.
Yeah, but he was like, I'm like, oh, okay,
No, we can play that. We
yeah.
can definitely play that.
Well, fucking put it up and show me how to present
All right,
it,
hold on, I gotta
and then
find
we'll
it.
fucking do that.
Yeah. It's fucking
But anyway,
brutal.
so me being me, I give some good hearty ha-has
both
and,
of us.
and all the punchlines that are not landing, because that's who I am. Because I think that's even funnier that they're not landing. And all of a sudden, he bailed about 2 minutes in.
Well, how long was he doing it? Did he just?
At that point, 8 years.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not good. Man.
No.
That's not good. That's 8 freaking years.
And he was like trying to do what he called his A material, which was not working.
My favorite one is me and him and a couple of people. I don't think you were there. We went to Laughing Buddha when it was in that.
I was with you. Yeah.
So
Oh, oh yeah. Oh, that was terrible.
So I did. I have that too, by the way.
Of course you do.
I should send you that one too. So I got there, and these black people got mad at me because whatever. Which is odd now because they don't now. They actually like my stuff now. Maybe I just was too racist. Anyway,
Those
so
particular
Jonesy's
black
like,
Wait, was.
Yeah.
What do you mean was?
Yeah. So fucking Jonesy's like, I'll teach these fucking whatevers. He goes up there and he goes, ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga. And
No.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
It
like,
was-
wow, I guess they just forgot about me. I have that on here.
Of course you do.
I have the Jonesy Comedy Library.
Jeez.
Go into your Facebook Messenger on here. No, on the.
I know.
I didn't realize how many nut jobs are freaking.
Oh, there's a lot.
All of us.
Like,
Just click
no,
that.
I mean like serious. Guys should be institutionalized.
Accept bullshit. Hit accept. Now this guy, actually, ironically,
And now coming to the stage is Brandon.
no, pause it. We'll download it and we'll send it to the actual stream. On the left, all the way left. There you go. Scroll down a bit. There should be a download. Scroll down.
I am. Look. It's not letting me go down.
Oh, down there, right there.
Ugh.
Why don't you just continue with Google?
I could do that. That just makes sense. Oh, you're making this difficult, Paul.
Oh wow! All right.
How about I just play it?
Yes,
You
play.
want
it.
to put it on the stream though, don't you?
Not at this time.
Who cares? They'll hear it. It's all right.
I want to be able to watch it.
Whatever.
Where did it go?
Hit back, I think. Just try the download button now, just for shits and giggles.
No, we got this
Yeah,
here.
we're doing. Oh, yeah, you can tell this guy does Pilates.
Listen for me and him.
Yeah.
He does press ups on a cheeseburger.
What's that?
Namaste, motherfuckers. How you doing? My name is Brandon Jones. Call me Jonesy or Brandon to be fair. Don't call me by my initials. Unless it's you. Suck my dick, Hodge.
You hear me laughing too, but me and him are just.
Because he's amazing. Oh, and this so this is the start of his blow up. He was like
Yeah.
70 pounds thinner when we met him.
Jeez.
I hated him first.
I gotta say that.
Okay.
I give it up to
No,
that
just
shirt,
listen-
man.
now
It's
this is
all back, all back
For reference, this is a comedy contest. You get 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Did you hear me shout out? Can't miss mine though.
Is he gonna start at any point?
Maybe.
No. This just kept getting more uncomfortable. That's what I
By
liked
the way,
about
he
it.
goes there.
More about me than you guys want to know. I'm an Irish accountant, sex act accountant with ADD, EDC, ED.
You fucked that up
Sex
too.
act erectile dysfunction. It's kind of like a heroin addict without veins, a coke addict without a nose, or an Irish Catholic who doesn't drink. Except during Lent, I give my sobriety.
Don't.
Because I'm an asshole.
This might be about to
And he's a friend.
You only hate the ones you love.
So, we'll go work.
Yeah, because that's comparison.
Fuck it. You guys ever heard of Cardi B? Cardi B?
Wait.
Gene goes, yeah.
Wait.
All this guy in the room heard of Cardi B. That's great. Yeah, this is something about here. I'm done.
Look, 2 minutes. Bailed.
So,
He's all right. I'm done.
Cardi B. All I'm gonna say. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. Fuck.
He forgot his whole bit. That was the best part.
Dude, he's crashing, man. Ah, just like the.
I'm trying to think of a worse one.
That's me giving bump bumps in the back.
I think we all gave him, me and you, a bunch of them.
It's like watching a car wreck, you know?
Do you want?
It's
I got-
bad,
I
but
got
at the same
another one.
time,
Hold
you
on.
can't.
No. I
Can't
can't
turn
no more.
away.
This is too much.
Oh, I want to do the one where he's on Mark Lynn's show.
I think I'd start crying at this point. He's
There's,
like,
there's another one, right? I have. He's on a show. I want to say I can't remember who produced it, but it might be Crescenzo.
But that was
He
just-
does like 5 minutes, and at the end of it, he goes, "I'm a comic. I love to make people laugh, but not you guys."
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's actually funny.
That's good.
Listen, I got invited to somebody's birthday vacation weekend. and it's down to a $400 start. Like I'm out.
You're not even allowed out of the country, are you?
Oh, I am. I just got back.
I thought that was that. I thought was that British territory you're in then, or
Bahamas?
is that British?
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
Do you want the other one? You have.
Yeah, I thought you sent it. I'm waiting
no,
over
I'm
here.
sorry. No, you said you didn't want it. Hold on.
Wait, which one? Oh, the Markler one. Yeah.
I think it's either Mark or Oxenzo. Hold on. Here it comes. If you thought that was bad, he has one good line where he goes up. He gets called to HR, which I
Wait, hold on.
just listen for the HR line. One, look at the audience, like not giving a fuck.
What audience?
Is this an open mic or an actual show?
Actual show.
Gene put him up?
No.
Someone else did.
Oh.
For the past 15 years, I've been acting like an accountant. Without a college degree, the most impressive performance of my life.
Kevin gets it. So
Comedy, don't quit your day job, right? The only problem is I get fired before you get a chance.
Like it's brutal.
give him credit for just powering through it. Though that's what someone we're not going to name did the other day. I mentioned to you. I'll tell you off air.
Is it?
No, don't even.
Was it at that show?
Yes.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's one of two people, and it's most likely the producer.
No.
Oh, the
He
other
did
one.
good.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's been doing. Yeah.
All right.
He's really.
Why would I get fired? Well, the problem is I'm a sex addict.
I don't think you've ever seen him do real comedy though.
Also true.
I'm a sex addict.
Well,
Is
he.
it the
Oh, first of
material
all,
or is it the freaking landing? You know, because I think it's the punchline's supposed to be, "I'm a sex addict."
But you
It's
see, he's
just
kind of
kinda-
skinny there.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the lot.
kind of.
Yeah, I said kind of.
Yeah. No. So the best thing is if you actually listen to the words, what was written isn't terrible in and of itself. He just never remembers it, and he stumbles on his words and then forgets everything, which makes it that much funnier.
Right. You got to get.
It's like you know how Blair gets flustered, then he forgets everything, and then he has a seizure.
And I see that coming. You got to play it.
Thanks, the audience. Oh, it's time.
Wonder who that is. Were you here for this one?
Yeah, you didn't hear me laughing?
Heard me.
I sit all day at a computer with internet access, right, Bobby? You know what I'm talking about. So I sit all
Is that
day
Pearsall?
do my routine. Balance sheets, income statements, bank statements, spreadsheets. Satin sheets, click, tits. Mr. Jones, please come. to the
Only funny line he ever does.
So, Brandon. Yeah. So, you want to tell us how grannystrapondeath.com got in your browser? No, not really, Mr. HR lady.
That's literally the funniest thing ever said.
No, Mr. HR lady.
Mr. HR.
I still quote that every time. I can't watch anymore.
I don't know if it's the material. It's just the. I
Can you
think
skip to the
delivery.
end so we can at least hear him say that he can't make these people laugh?
Yeah, no, delivery definitely does not help.
Seriously.
We've all seen guys who shit stuff, but they deliver. It's like.
Why would I want the 69? The last thing I want to do is give a girl lip biting orgasm by cock her mouth.
You see, it's
Nobody. He
they
does
should have
pause.
been able to get a freaking laugh, but it just vanilla, man.
He doesn't go up or down.
Yes,
No.
it's just straight.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's like you ever watched the what was that? The Ninth Gate? You know that movie Johnny Depp?
Oh God, yeah.
It was the same. It was just a flat, like, oh, something's gonna happen. Nothing. It was just flat.
It was flatliners.
That's his, it's not the material. It's just you can't forget delivery.
Just do a little bit more. Yeah.
No, I know.
You have to.
I had to pause because I couldn't take it.
Oh.
No, if I was at the show, I'd consider slicing my wrist.
Like, I love pizza, but I hate cheese. I love pussy, but I hate women.
Oh God, I remember when he was doing this one.
On all those dating sites, Tinder, Bumble.
If he knew how to deliver that line, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
Well, you don't alienate the crowd 4.5 minutes ago.
Well, if you get him to love you first, then you can,
Right. You got to get them to like you.
It's kind of funny,
Well, you fucked that up.
Dave, that's actually one of the best freaking words of advice I got from this asshole. He's like, when I first, started doing this, he's like, oh, you like to do stories. He's like, oh, Dave Chappelle likes to do stories too. But Bobby, you ain't Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
And then, but then he broke it down. He's like, look, you gotta make them laugh because they're gonna invest. They know who Dave Chappelle is. They're gonna invest
Right.
the time.
They wait
to
the time for him.
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you don't get these guys in the
The
first
less
couple,
famous you are, the less time you have to
You got
fucking get them laughing.
and you're right, and it was great freaking advice, and I used it. Get them laughing, and once you laugh a little bit, bang, they'll take that journey.
And Paul's waiting still.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, they can wait 20 minutes.
Oh,
Thanks for your help.
see,
Come on, you gotta get to the bit.
I said it right up.
You gotta get to the bit where just play it. There's only a minute now.
It's less than a minute too long.
It's just how much the crowd hates him.
Oh
I think
God.
At this point, he hates himself, man.
But what happened, think about it, is all the things like you think about sex, 5 seconds. That's all I get. See, women and men are not equal. They're coming probably 12 times. That's how many times I can come in a month. All right. Guys, my name is Brendan Jones. If I made you think, I made you laugh, then you guys are absolutely out of your minds like me. Take care, everybody.
Speaking of, he legit actually is out of his mind. We went to go visit him in a special place once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was locked away.
I don't care. He got locked up in Overlook. He got committed twice.
Oh, really?
We
But
went in there.
Yeah, so we go in there because we're trying to be good friends, show a little support. He starts doing crowd work with the people's families.
Yeah, we're sat there and he's wearing a Jonesy Comedy fucking sweatshirt, a golf shirt. And then he looks over and is like...
He started doing crowd work in
crowd work
the
in the
visiting
next-
hour.
Was it working?
No!
No.
I mean,
When you have crazy people like, what the hell? Why is he talking to my dad?
How long was he in there? Months, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Months.
So we took over his
Oh,
open
that's
mic,
so good.
or I did, or whatever.
Yeah.
In Garfield, there's a place called the Boiler Room in Garfield, and we took it over, and he tells everybody,
We switched like hosting duties. There was
Yeah.
perfect.
he tells everybody that I ran the mic for him for 2 weeks. It was about 9 months in the end.
Yeah, it was,
It
yeah.
was nearly a year I was running it, but he's
Big
convinced it
time.
was 2 weeks.
well, he was institutionalized
Yes.
for months. He doesn't know the passage of time.
No.
He probably thinks he's a freaking.
Or the passage of cheeseburgers through your fucking waist.
I
But-
had a bit that we tried to sneak him out, right? You know, because you take the name tag off someone, you can because they give you like a sticker. We switch someone out and get halfway out. He start doing crowd work with the guard and fuck it up.
Yeah. Like, oh no, there goes that lunatic.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing: if I took that same material and I gave it to, like, I don't know, Carl or something, I bet you he could deliver.
No.
No, you said Carl.
Well, somebody. I mean, like,
Yeah,
it's-
maybe.
it's-
I hate when there's like there's people that have
Wait, if fucking
decent
Carl,
jokes and then somebody else like you know I'm not just gonna pick one of your jokes. I'm not saying anything in particular. I'm like if Bobby did that would fucking crush. You know what I mean? Because like his personality and his delivery fits that joke the way it's written better. Like I known some people like that. I'm like I
You're supposed to write jokes that work for you. That's the whole fucking point.
right, but sometimes you write a
doesn't
joke
have a
that's
personality,
good.
He doesn't know. Like,
I've given a couple of jokes to people that I
Right,
know
yes.
don't work for me.
Right.
Like Blair, I'm not going to write jokes about trans people. I mean, I wrote them, but like I said, this is relative to what you do.
Yeah, this is what
You
you
know?
need.
yeah.
But yeah, you're supposed to write for yourself.
Yeah.
But every now and then you write something it's like, fuck, I gotta tell
I
him.
can't use that.
Yeah, he could
Especially
use
now. Fucking 10 years ago, I could have used every one of them.
Well, just remember, it's a good it's a good thought exercise anyway, writing for somebody else. And if you want to be an actual writer, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's why I used to
Doesn't
like
matter.
when a few of us got together and like Hollywood during the pandemic, we had a writers group going for like only lasted like 2-3 weeks because Hollywood couldn't get up on time because it was 7 p.m.
And you're being generous with 3 weeks.
I know. Yeah, it might have been 2 weeks. But what you do is you sit down. Each person gets like 3-4 minutes to talk about their stuff.
Okay.
Everybody else throws out ideas, and then the next person gets free. And as long as you
And
follow
ideas
that,
to punch it up and change it,
as
whatever.
long as you follow that and just keep going around in a circle for however long you want your thing to be, my joke about the teeth,
Yeah.
swallow the teeth. Hollywood helped me with one of the tags at that thing, and it was good. But you know how it's yeah, well it is now, but
But going back to what he was saying to you is what I told him. I'm like, yeah, that's just way too long of a story. You got to fucking trim the fat. Cut the fat out.
and I had two free tags.
Yeah, but he
But it was
had
still
it like
too long.
he had it like 4 minutes. I'm like, dude, you're getting 5.
You know what? I love the process because you're right. Because I have jokes like that. And I'm like, all right, I got to trim this. I'm like, it's too wordy. What's going on? Where's the punchline?
Yeah.
Like, if it's funny in my head,
Yeah.
but
Like I like to write it out, and it winds up being much longer. But when I start, also because I don't always remember all those details, I remember the basics, and I'm like, oh, and then I repeat it. I'm like, yeah, no, this is funnier this way, and it's half the size.
Yes,
I'm like, all right, good. So instead of like 2 minutes, it's just under a minute, and it works perfectly.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, because it always starts that way, man. You start with a thesis, and next
It turns out to a one-liner.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
I'm halfway through my doctorate thesis here, and I'm going through the paper, and all of a sudden I'm like, no, I'm going to do a good 2 minutes on this.
But Dave, that's like the hardest thing when to write, because when I first started writing, I'm like writing term papers here.
Yeah.
The freaking, you're like, what am I doing here? It's freaking nuts. And you're right. That first joke is like a page and a half long.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying. Where's the punchline? What am I doing it?
I can't do this. This is terrible.
And then like my grammar is all correct. It's gonna like I don't sound like that on stage. I'm a
Right.
college,
You got to sound like who you are. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Like the first few years, they say that's when you're finding your voice.
Yes.
And it takes forever. And even though you find your voice, you still have to find your style on top of that. And that was my biggest thing, because when I first started, I was kind of filthy, but I wanted to be like Dice, so you could hear that in what I was doing. However, I'm not him. And at a certain point, I stopped doing comedy because I had a kid. I was worried about taking care of shit at home. Then I got back in, and I was only basically doing dad jokes because that's who I was. I'm like, yeah, but now it's like people want to book you, and it's like, you got anything else?
So I just dug up my email from my good friend, Mr. Norton. And he says that technique is called word economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? Because he wrote that about one of my jokes. You don't overword it.
Right.
It's called word economy. Another one he said that is really, really good is if you have a punchline that involves them visualizing something, like I have a joke that ends, shit stain on the mattress, right? That's the end of the joke. It's just cum stain on the mattress.
Yeah.
He said you might want to use bed because the word bed may come into their head quicker than mattress.
Right.
Fuck, he's right. that's cool.
I mean, this is
Well, think about it though. When you say
We're
bed,
associated,
everybody
yeah.
knows what you're talking about. You
Yes.
say mattress, you
but the
sound like
mattress has a stain. But
right. But when you say it that way though, it sounds like you're like a college kid with the mattress on the floor.
Right.
So it gives a different, worse image. Like, yeah, that would never happen. Because I know the joke you're talking about.
Yeah.
So like that makes it seem less likely that it happened. Like the audience wants to believe what you're telling them.
Yes.
I'm going to give you two more of them. There's a ton, but I don't want to give more. But there's a joke about my niece having been on OnlyFans, right?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. He said, which I have changed to this. The end of the joke is now she has enough money. I unsubscribed from my OnlyFans, right? That's the joke. But he said, no, you want to say I'm still subscribed
Yeah.
Yes.
because you're that much of a creep. So, and then the last one that's good.
And thankfully it's true because she could use the money as a single mom.
She cleaned her act up now, which is disappointing.
I'm gonna look her up. You know that, right?
I don't care. I'll give you a link. So I have one joke that starts off my daughter. I found out my daughter's a whore. Right?
Yeah, I
That's the
like
first
that one.
Yeah. Well, he said the problem with that is you already told him she's a whore to start with.
True.
Yeah.
You already ruined your own joke that way.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh, that makes sense. That totally makes sense.
Generally speaking, though.
If I just said my daughter's a problem instead of whore,
Yeah.
now they don't know what kind of a problem she is.
Yeah, she's just a pain in the ass at that point.
So yeah. So Norton critiqued my whole.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That'll do that for you.
We've been friends a long time.
You're talking about Dice Clay. The whole Bobby
Don't
Bale
get me started
persona
with that.
is a mixture of like Andrew Dice Clay, like I always speak Andrew Dice Clay and Archie from All in the Family.
Okay, I like it.
The
So if you're
entire
half-
voice, like like it's there.
So if you're half Andrew Dice Clay, can I get my 150?
You're 150.
Yeah, nobody gets that
Yeah,
except you.
I have no idea.
I get it because I know,
No,
but
Dice owes me $300.
Really.
True story.
actually he owes Denise $300.
Yeah, technically, my wife. Yeah.
From what?
So you get
From
nothing.
that?
She,
Like what?
no, she made hoodies for him for a show,
Oh.
and they never paid her.
Oh.
And then remember there was a Dice Undisputed on VH1. It was like a 6-part series.
All right.
5 episodes. She's wearing the hoodie. She's wearing the hoodie my wife made.
You got stiffed.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna get stiffed by somebody, at least it's someone.
Well,
Like-
do you know Kenny, Club Soda Kenny from O&A?
No, he doesn't.
No.
All right, so Kenny was his road manager for a long time. Now he's Bill Burr and Amy Schumer and Jim Norton's road manager.
Oh.
And he's a good friend. And I told him and Florentine the story one time. And they just looked at each other and started laughing. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I guess this happened before. And he goes, yeah. He goes, one time we went to Poughkeepsie. It was Florentine and I don't know who the other two people were, but Dice is like, it's fucking freezing here. It's like fucking January. We need to get some coats. So he goes to the club owner. Can you take us somewhere to get a coat? And the guy's like, all right, what kind of coat you want? He goes, I want a big coat. So they go to one of those camping stores, and he picks out a coat that's like $1,100. And he turns to Florentine. He goes, you want a coat? This is Dice and Florentine or someone else. You guys want a coat? And they're like, yeah. Where's that coat? So they take 3 coats, and then they walk out the door, and the fucking club owner's there stuck with $3,300 bill for 3 coats.
Oh, that's so gangster. Jeez, man.
You almost respect it. It's a
Oh,
dick move,
yeah,
but I get
it's a
it.
dick
I
move.
almost don't feel
There's-
bad about my 300.
Right.
Jeez, man. That's
You got off easy.
I know. I could have got fucked for like 30 hoodies.
that's like a story like you hear about a gangster doing. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
John Gotti just walks out like, hey,
Yeah.
thanks a lot, fellas. And then, but damn, man.
So, apparently it's been done before.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I'm probably at the lower end of the list.
Yeah, definitely on the low end of that list.
Yeah.
Now, who else is going to like complain about $300 to him?
Me.
Right.
Yeah, I would.
He blocked me on
Yeah.
he blocked me on Facebook like 3 months ago.
You got blocked by Dice Clay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Oh, come on, man. That's
You know what he wrote? You know what he wrote?
what?
He wrote, how bad is your comedy career going that you need $300 from 15 years ago?
Bad. It's awesome.
You're a comedian, you know.
Jersey.
Don't you remember?
Come on.
Don't you remember?
Remember, you needed the 300.
Well, he didn't pay anyone for those jokes he acquired
That's also fair.
from someone, and then that person acquired him supposedly from Crazy Country Club.
Yeah. From somebody that's dead.
Yeah, the father of.
Yeah. And well, also I don't.
Yeah, but that's what I meant. I was trying to figure out if it was Crazy Country Club, Otto acquired them, and then Dice acquired them from Otto, or was it like a?
From what I was told,
They were
Otto was
always-
the one that wrote him.
Oh, really? You heard that?
That's what I
Because
heard.
the son of that
But it
guy
was a long
says
time
that-
ago.
So,
Maybe there was more. Maybe there was
who stole
multiple.
those shows? I don't wrote them and who
Dice.
Dice.
Yeah, really?
All those poems.
Get at it.
Yeah.
But I love Otto and George.
Well, not yeah.
They're awesome.
You go to their grave?
Not yet.
Okay. Me neither.
I don't go
Is
visit.
that the
graves.
ventriloquist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen,
I heard it
Looks
right.
like a wallet.
you're lucky. Listen, I go to see my parents and my grandparents. It's enough.
When you say you go see him, is that what you do when me and you drive past that cemetery one time? Do you beat the horn? That's
I,
literally.
I,
He
That's
doesn't
the
even.
best you're gonna get from
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
no, listen. Sometimes I stop in.
Oh, you have?
Oh yeah.
Not
But
him.
most times I'm driving by. I'm like, it's already after 6. I can't go in there anyway.
Dave, you in the army?
Yes.
Oh, me too. Well, the National Guard.
All right.
Racked twice.
Nice.
National Guard got sent to Iraq.
Yeah.
Twice. Did I just mention that? I could have sworn I said it.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know the National Guard.
Remember, we have a gig this weekend. What's it called? Where are we going to be at?
Oh, yeah, but it's Catholics. He's not a Catholic.
Number one,
Puerto
I
Rican.
had-
First of all, he is.
Yes.
Puerto Ricans are Catholic.
So no.
I
Pope.
carry
I
around
just realized no
rosary
Pope
beads, man.
jokes this weekend.
I'm like 100% Catholic.
So no Pope jokes this weekend. I'm thinking.
If they laugh, who cares, right?
And that's what I
Right.
say. If it's funny, it's fucking funny.
You know.
So no Pope jokes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, sir. And people out there, all 2 of you that are watching, just remember we got a show coming up in Bayonne. All right, it's the homecoming for me and Dave over here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at the Catholic War Veterans. Yeah. Oh, and we have special guest.
Special needs guest, no filter, Paul.
I gotta remember.
Well,
I just
it's-
mentioned him, Paul, because you know
We
actually
both
from
live
Bayonne.
there. Yes.
I gotta mention.
No, but also our headliner lived there briefly too, and some people want to see him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did he really?
Yeah, because when he was living there, we had a show that we were putting on, but the place where it was, he stopped working there and didn't give good notice.
And then you
So he-
showed up and did the whole show.
I did the whole show. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah, so that's gonna be good. Zach's funny. I love Zach.
I just texted him now to make sure I know if I can pick him up.
Dave, we're gonna be like the darkest guys in Bayonne, man.
Not really. Depends on who shows up.
No, like no, this is gonna be diverse, but I'm just saying, like
By diverse, you mean
got-
everybody and Dave.
he's got a perfect tan over here. You sure not Puerto Rican too?
No, he's 18% black. He did the ancestry.
Oh, all right then. So where's the 18%? You know?
Not in his pants.
Melanin in the pants. No, but I was fucking. Oh, okay. No, but yeah, but Zach. So I go to show up to this show at the Americana.
Okay.
Is that the Freehold place?
No.
Oh no,
We're
the
just
one-
talking about Bayonne.
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
definitely not somewhere else in another town. So
The Americana is the name of the one that's over by West
you, no,
Windsor.
You're talking about Americana. The Americano is in Bayonne. The female one is down in West Windsor.
Yes.
So we get there, and all of a sudden, Zach's not there. Now, I'm like, oh, he's not. I'm like, okay. And I find out, I'm like, literally a few minutes before we're getting ready to start, I'm like, yeah, so this is going to be fucking awkward. But thankfully, I had people show up, and I'm like, yay. But there's some people that are going to be there this weekend that wanted to see Zach. They're like, oh, good, at least Zach's going to be there. I'm like, we get to see Dave, we get to see Zach. That's going to be fun. I'm in.
Awesome. Shit. You better show up,
Yeah.
man. I don't
Wait,
have 45
so
minutes.
so who put that up on what do you call it? Pizza Master.
Who put up on pizza?
Who put the flyer up at Pizza Master?
Not me, but somebody. Well, they
Because somebody actually reached out to my wife's like, hey, we saw Dave's going to be on the show in Bayonne. We saw it at Pizza Master. I'm like, awesome.
Well, just remember a lot of there's certain food there, and all that food is being donated by the local venue.
Oh, okay.
Venues. So yeah, so you're gonna have people, other stores. They're gonna have the posters.
Well, that makes sense.
And
That's
when
a
you go
win-win.
there, They're gonna have like little flags with whatever
Yeah.
company provided the food. It's cool.
I like that.
Oh yeah, man.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm picking Zach up definitely. I just got to
All right.
just confirming that.
Shoot, man.
Zach is fucking awesome.
I did the show.
I didn't
was
tell him
quite-
how much. I just said it's going to be good.
It'll be good. It's
So they
gonna be
need to
good.
know.
You don't need to know, audience.
No,
3 people.
well, nor does he.
That's right.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I put a lot of time in on those flyers, just throw that out there. And then Dave called me a few times about the flyers, so there's that.
All right, you guys have been doing this significantly longer than me. It was anything else like a pain in the ass like this?
All of
Just
them.
to get a
No,
fucking-
there's what
All of them.
they
Oh,
did.
all right.
They did some of the shit that I would have had to do.
All right, cool. 'Cause
But then we also had to teach them how to use Eventbrite, which didn't help.
No.
it took freaking forever, man. I'm like, no offense, these are really great people, but they don't do this often. But
No.
but,
Well, next time they should know either how to do it or say fuck it and let us do it.
Right.
you're right.
Well, see, that's the downside, though. There's some venues that the people that are running it think they know better.
Yes.
And then there's other ones where it's like, I think I got an idea, and I can at least live with that because this is like, this might work. And they're like, well, no, you got to do this instead. It's like, oh, okay, cool. And you could teach them.
So like Gene firing the booker and saying he can book the comedy code.
Right. Or that the place in Hazlitt, where the guy's like, no, we got to do it my way. And we kept losing money. Not losing money, but not making as much because he wanted to only take reservations and not
He wouldn't take money
sell.
up front.
He didn't want to sell tickets up front. I'm like, that makes no sense.
You know the reason that he gave me, right?
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
Yeah, I know.
To be honest, I got the same shit coming from this guy, that runs that spot. Like I told him, like, look, he didn't want to do the math. That's why I had a flat rate.
Right.
I'm like, we'll split the freaking tickets, half and half or whatever, and so at least you know that we eat what we kill. If it sells out, great. If it doesn't, it just gives us more, more reason to do it. But he's like, no, I need a flat rate. So I'm like, all right. So I quoted that price.
Yeah.
As if if everything was sold out, but also I thought we were gonna negotiate a little bit, but he went for it. But he should have just.
Do you ever throw out a number and it's so ludicrous, and when they agree, you're
That's what
like,
this.
I should have
Yes.
been more ludicrous than that.
No, I felt guilty.
Fuck no,
That's
dude. We've done shows that pay more than that.
true.
Well, I had somebody that I was like, hey, how much would you charge for something like this? Because I was still kind of new. He's like, $2,000. I'm like, all right, thanks. So of course I didn't ask for him, and I went and I asked another comic that I know a little better, and I asked Buddha. Buddha's like, give me this. This will be fine. I'm like, yeah, that's way less than that. I'm like, yeah, I could work with this.
Yes. Yeah. Well, again, was expecting a little back and forth, but he went for it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you got to go with that. Yeah.
Gotta go. Right. But I was in Oliphant, freaking Pennsylvania, and this guy Kevin Lepke, he runs this show, right? And it was a great show, but I realized something. I'm like, I go to the guy. Did you mean to make this an all Hispanic show? Because you got
Comics or the room?
yeah, comics. Because I'm like, right, you got. Because I guess some people don't know I'm Puerto Rican, but you got 2 Puerto Ricans and a Dominican.
I would have said Hawaiian.
Dude, when I used to do the other
You look
stories,
Polynesian.
I used to, East what was it?
Close
East
enough.
Strasbourg?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the only white guy in the fucking room.
No, we were.
Oh no,
No, you were
the
not.
audience were white.
Oh,
We were the
okay.
darkest people. We might have been the darkest people in that town.
No,
But
no,
They loved it. They had a
I
great
know
time.
that town. You're not.
No, you.
Yeah, I know that town. You're far from it.
No, you know, you're right. Because
So you can
driving around, I seen a couple Puerto Rican flags and stuff like that. Oh my God.
So you can hook us up with a spot on that show. Is it good or is it not?
What, over there?
Yeah.
It's worth it for me. I mean, you know, it was, but I didn't get paid for it or anything. It was just, you know.
No, we just like to go somewhere and network once in a while that we haven't been to.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, no, it was totally worth it for me.
Yeah.
But remember, come on, yeah, it's a totally.
How'd you know the
different-
guy, or you just showed up there and said?
Well, this is what happened. He used to run his stuff. His venue was in the Holiday Inn, right?
Mhm.
And he had Louis C.K. Play. So I went to the show. You know, my wife, and I'm seeing the guy afterwards. He was like really pissed off about something. Joan, I guess the venue kind of fucked him a little bit.
Oh, cool.
That makes sense too.
So I looked at him. I was like, bro, and I just came back from a bar hanging out with one of his openers,
Okay.
which was fantastic. By the way, there's a bar that I swear to you, it must be off Valhalla, because we went in there. We're like both me and the opener, 5'6", right? When we get to this freaking bar, the minimum height was 6'3". I mean, even the bartender was towering over me. It was nuts. It was freaking insane, man.
But was she hot?
Oh yes, she was.
Did she rest her testicles
Yes,
on your head?
I would if I could, I would totally go up on it.
You would
Yes.
take a climb? Yeah.
And it'd be worth it, man. It'd be freaking worth it. But you know, so we come back and see the guy's pissed off. I was like, so we started talking. I was like, man, you got Louis C.K. in the sticks of PA.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, and for a reasonable, I paid $35 for the freaking tickets. I felt like I robbed the guy. Freaking nuts. So we started talking. I said, out, you know, man, I'm a comic in Jersey, whatever. And obviously, I fibbed. Oh yeah, I do shows all the time.
Yeah. They see me everywhere.
So we.
Yeah,
Ask anybody.
The other comics in the room.
Yeah, right. So I went to the show and I killed, man. Everybody killed.
Good.
The Hispanics came and freaking brought it. But he's a nice. It's worth the trip. You like the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
So it was like 5 out of 5 away pass.
No, you know what?
I don't
We
know
were
what
the
that means,
whitest.
but I think I know what it
I'll
is.
be honest with you. I think we
Is
were
that
the
a high
whitest Hispanics that's like everyone. even the guy, the big guy, dude, he was a killer. Funny. His name was Julio Diaz. Funny guy out of New York, man. I mean, I was a stitch. I was crying during the show. And even him, he's Dominican, but he's like the lightest Dominican in the world.
Okay. Yeah.
Like he's Caucasian Dominican. Like,
Yeah.
he's freaking whatever, man.
I know 2 others like comedians like that. What's his name? Raphael.
Yeah.
He, when you look at him, he looks lighter than you.
And there was this other girl.
And then what's his name? Imagine comedian.
Imagine comedian?
Imagine. Yeah. He's
No clue.
from the Bronx.
Okay.
No, I never heard of him. I thought that was a request, like imagine a comedian.
Yeah. I actually did the last
Sounds-
show for Joe
Yeah, he's a.
up in Scranton.
Oh,
And I'll give a shout out to Lynette Palladino.
Oh, love Lynette. She's awesome.
She was funny, man. It's kind of because I went into like really high energy, right?
Yeah.
You know, going in because I'm spazzing, you know, just getting freaky. She comes in there like a pro, low energy, but everything was in. Some of her jokes, which I'm not going to give up on here, were like,
we don't give any of the
this
jokes.
is great.
Yeah. No,
This is great.
I've seen her before. She's a killer.
Oh, absolutely.
We've had her on our show.
Yeah, we had, and I did a veteran show with what's his name no longer with us, Ron G.
Ron G.
Rest in peace.
Oh, my.
He had some serious PTSD issues, and then well, let's just say embolism.
Remind me Ron G's name when we're off the air. I got
Yes.
I got something I got to tell you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So wait, so we were doing a veterans fundraiser down in Jackson for the one VFW, and all of a sudden, of course, the guy that was running it decides, "Hey, let me give a heartfelt speech about veteran suffering." And all right, now let's start the comedy. I'm like, what the fuck?
Was Cody on that show?
No.
But he was on a show because he was telling me he was in the woods in Jackson, and he didn't remember it being military. But I couldn't. The only thing I could think of was that show.
There's a bunch of stuff in it, little
Is
shit in
there?
that area. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was that show because we were literally talking about Ron G losing his shit.
Actually, oh no, but Ron
That's the shit in the fucking show.
he lost it while the guy was just describing the horrors of PTSD.
Yeah, the guy doing the intros telling us how
And all of a sudden he starts fucking spazzing. I'm like, dude, come here. I love you, man. It's okay. It's okay. You're in a good spot.
you don't introduce a comedy show by talking about your friend getting his leg blown off. You know,
Right.
No.
That's how,
No.
that's how it started. I wasn't there, but I've heard the story enough times.
Unless you're gonna be like, unless it's funny, like
No, not even close.
No. Wait. So
So he's in the back freaking out.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He's in the back at the bar freaking out before he's about to go on stage. Like,
And I'm walking over the corpses of babies.
That's not the
Oh,
best story.
And,
Though.
anyway, we got some comments coming from you.
Yeah.
No, that's what it was. So me and Carucci are doing the Bullseye Pub in Brooklyn
all right.
with Ron G.
Oh, God,
And
yeah.
he's got his girlfriend with him, and they fight. I mean, constantly. They
You
do
say
a lot.
fight, we're talking
No.
about.
I don't think there was ever anything physical, but they do a lot of cocaine too. So well, they did.
Not anymore,
One of them
yeah.
did. One of them doesn't anymore. One of them probably still does. But they got into a fight because so he's driving, she's in the front, and me and Crucci in the back. And Crucci's we had to stop. We at his house he's drinking beer, and then we had to stop at the liquor store so we could get beer to drink on the way. And we're coming from
To Brooklyn,
We're coming from not Little Ferry.
but up that
Well,
way.
yeah, like the bus between
Bergen
Clifton,
County.
Clifton and Totowa. What's that town between there? Little Falls,
All right.
that area. So yeah, so we're he's pre-gaming for when he gets to the pub. So we're in there
Like
we're,
a champion.
Everything's it's not a bad crowd. I mean, we all did good, but Ron G's on stage and his girlfriend is just talking to some dude in the room, and he just fucking lost his mind over it. So we come out of the place. It's fucking hammering it down. I mean, it's fucking pouring like you've never seen it. He's driving a WRX, which if you touch the gas on that thing's moving, right? He's in
I'm
the
not
front.
a car guy, man. Bobby Bayless sounds like a car guy. I'm not.
No, but you know what? Subaru WRX is it's the fastest.
Okay.
It's the little one. It's fast as fuck.
All right, I got
Yeah.
you.
Very sought after. The dealer bought it back 2 years after he got it for more money than he paid for it. That's how fucking hot.
Rear wheel drive?
I think all-wheel
It might
drive
be
Oh,
all
because it's Subaru.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But not a shitty Subaru like John Hollywood drives. They're in the front. Carucci is drunk off his balls in the back, sitting next to me. We're driving through Brooklyn to get back to fucking Jersey. They get into it, and Ron G just punches his windshield and shatters his windshield like this. And he's still driving, and he's freaking out. And I'm just
And he
like,
can't see now because
he
the
can't
windshield's
see nothing.
shattered.
He's like doing a bit of this.
And it's raining.
And it's fucking, I mean, it's fucking hammering. You can't, without the windshield fucked up, you can't see in front of you. I mean, it was that bad. And we're in the back, and I'm like, do you want me to drive? Because I don't really drink. It's not a choice. I just don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you want me to drive? You can beat her up in the back. You know what I mean?
You're not in recovery. You're just not
Yeah.
a drink. I got it.
But
Yeah.
he's like, no, and they're still screaming, you're trying to fuck the guy in the bar and all this other shit. And I look at Carucci, and he's drunk, and he's, you know that giggle you get when you're really, really drunk?
Uh-huh.
He turns to me and he goes, we're going to die.
Yeah. I love Rich.
And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, good chance. Good chance. Very good chance that'll happen.
Oh shit, man! All you did is make.
How hard do you have to punch a windshield to break it? It's got to be pretty hard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're more likely to break your hand than a windshield.
Yes.
I think he
So-
hurt his hand too. I can't remember.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
Well, no, he did cut it. Yeah.
No, but he might not have hurt it because let's put it this way: when he died at his house, and I'm assuming his girlfriend was there. I
Yeah.
think his girlfriend found him.
She found him.
It took her half an hour to clean the house up before she called the cops.
As one does.
Plus, she probably didn't want the mother going in the room seeing, fucking 400 needles and a pound of cocaine and fuck knows what else in there.
Damn, man.
But I'm assuming that there was some of that in the system that probably made it less painful.
You never
I mean,
s-
it probably hurt the next day though. Am I right?
No, he was fine. He didn't feel a thing.
doesn't it like come back? I mean, I don't know. I've never done it.
Oh, I thought you
It
meant
does, it
I
gives
thought you
you
meant the day they
superpowers.
found them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
I don't think getting high is gonna give him superpowers like his hand just didn't shatter because he's so coked up. Like, he just got the-
Well, no, sometimes that'll happen to the adrenaline, like
Yeah,
Scarface.
you won't feel it.
You won't feel it.
Yeah, but-
like the next day, maybe.
I help my brother-in-law plumbing sometimes, lifting boilers in and out of basements just for some extra cash here and there. And you don't feel it that day, but the next fucking morning you fucking.
That's because
Feel it.
you're old, though.
No, I know. No, but we're trying to lift a 650-pound boiler down 4 steps, and it still took us 40 minutes.
600 freaking pounds.
600 pounds.
Gonna die, man. That's
That's some
a lot.
serious shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, here's how scummy comics are, by the way.
All right.
Ron G's funeral. Everybody loved Ron G. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Everybody loved him.
Uh,
4 of us showed up for the funeral.
ooh, that is some scumbag shit.
I mean, it was 2:00 in the afternoon on like a Tuesday, but
Yeah. Those
You
of
know
us
what I
that
mean?
had jobs couldn't make it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 4 more people that would show up for my funeral, and that included me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might make that
Yeah.
if I'm not on vacation with the wife.
I was trying to kill myself that day.
I think everybody in freaking show business might be an asshole anyway. Dude.
It's,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
it's not show friends, it's show business.
That's
yeah,
right.
You're right.
That's a great saying. I wish I knew who came up with that.
Jay Moore,
Was it?
Jerry Maguire. That's
Oh,
why
is that
I know.
where that's from?
Yeah,
Really?
I love
That is
that
a great
scene.
scene.
That is a great
don't even
scene. I
remember
was
it.
like,
now I
yeah.
gotta watch it again.
Like, think about it. It was like then people were like, oh, this movie sucks. Oh, a chick flick. I'm like, I get what they're going for. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a chick flick, but there's some parts that I enjoy.
Wait, Terry McGuire's a chick flick?
That's what it's considered.
That was awesome. Are you kidding me?
That's what I'm saying. I enjoy. Listen, am I gonna
need the money? Come on, they like
Yeah.
the best freaking lines in
am
it.
I gonna rave that? No, you gotta see this.
No.
No.
You
But
did-
if
you-
it's on, I'll watch it.
you raved
Yeah.
about Brokeback Mountain.
It's because I masturbated the whole time.
Well, you know, like, I mean, who wouldn't, right?
Yeah. And then when those horses left,
It's so funny you say that.
Guy's song. I mean,
I was trying to figure. Remember, I have that joke where I say I'm jerking off to YouTube kids, and people get offended. Of course,
no,
I-
nobody would be upset by that.
no, I changed it to Animal Planet.
All right, I gotta ask. I never watched the movie, but who was the top?
Both. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Couldn't tell you.
They take turns. I don't know how this shit works. So.
It was inside a tent. We don't fucking know. Did you ever see? You didn't see nothing. It was in
No.
the tent, right?
I never watched it. I don't.
Don't fucking.
No, I really haven't. No, I seriously haven't.
No, I swear to God, I've never watched gay porn. I swear to God, never,
Well-
never watched gay porn.
Well, listen, Anthony sends us shit all the time, so yeah, you can't help but say.
Yeah.
I'd be definitely lying if I said I've never seen anything that was gay and pornographic.
Funniest-
Because Ennis sends it all the time because he thinks it's hysterical.
I don't know if it was Kumir that said it or Norton on the show, but I think it was Kumir. He said, "I love gay porn only because there's nothing funnier than the faces of a guy getting sucked off. Just his face, not watching his dick, but just the fucking." Oh,
No, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'll skip that laugh. Right?
Yeah. He said it's hilarious. Some dude getting round in the ass. He's like,
Yeah, that's- yeah.
"Ah."
Yeah, and I only read it for the articles, right?
Yeah, exactly. I only read it for the stories.
Jeez. Oh man.
All that, and Jim married who he married. So there you go. There goes your answer.
Very nice young lady. She's nice.
With a giant
Well, you know,
penile.
one of his
Wow.
funniest things he ever said to me was, because who knows? I was chatting one day, and 2 years later, I'm eating your cum.
Yeah.
You know, love
Yeah.
It works, I guess.
for some people.
Actually, on 90 Day Fiance, they have an older guy and a younger. It was a gay dude when he met him, but then the gay dude decided he wanted to be a girl,
Okay.
and now he's going for tits. But he brought him over to the country, and they're deciding if they're going to get married in that 90-day thing. And he said, if you cut the dick off, I wanted a dick. You're becoming a girl now, but if you tell me you're cutting the dick off,
No,
you're a
yeah.
girl. I didn't sign up for a girl. I used to be married 30 years ago to a chick, and I decided I was gay. So I met you as a guy.
So he wasn't born like that.
No, well, he was, and he just lied to his wife.
There you go.
But yeah. So I mean, it's an interesting conversation.
Well, that way was he recruited? I mean,
Yeah,
it might be
exactly.
something, you know.
Illuminati.
Listen, during those 5 years in jail,
But what do you do if you're with a dude, and then that dude decides he wants to be a girl?
you
If they
break
don't
up.
do this, if they do this, don't do the surgery. You're like, okay, you want to wear a dress? Like, it's still a guy for what I need. But if they get to the point of saying, look, I really want to be a girl, I should have been a girl. You know the whole thing.
It's like, no, it's not.
I'm like, I signed up for a dick. What am I? What
Right.
do?
No, I get what you're saying. You don't have to keep repeating. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what you do is you decide like, all right, buddy, this is not what I signed up for.
All right. So what?
say, listen,
Yeah.
I'm okay. You want to get them? Sure.
The top.
Go
half.
for it. Good. Take care of the top. If you're going to do the bottom, though, I'm out.
You married?
Yeah.
So what if your chick just came to you one day and said, look, I fucking for my whole life I thought it was a dude.
Oh, I'd be unmarried.
By the time
Good luck on the rest of your life. Hey,
Yeah.
appreciate the time that we spent. Best wishes.
can
Yeah.
he still get half?
Yes.
Say no.
Actually, both of them could.
Yeah,
Well, it depends. Because I married one chick.
yeah, I was gonna say
right?
I married a
If-
fucking chick.
If,
So
if he goes, she goes to dead name herself, and now name's Billy.
Yeah, I didn't marry him.
Billy. Yeah, that's
that's
right.
what I'm saying.
That's right.
She better
That's
follow
true.
us-
That's true. She has to file under the new name, and I didn't
That's
marry that
right.
person.
Yeah, and
There probably is some.
Technically,
There's
that's
some
the
lawyer
way
that can
to do it.
pull that off. I guarantee there's
Yeah,
a lawyer that
there
can
is.
pull
There's
that
got
off.
to be.
There's got to be a lawyer that's pulled that off once. That lawyer's gonna be a billionaire if he figures that one out.
Yes.
shoot, man.
Would you be okay if your wife told you like now that she was born a dude like 30 years ago? I don't know how old she is, but it's like say 40 years ago she was a dude and she had the surgery at 18 before she met you.
Yeah, I've been with this girl for 22 years. I'd say that would have to be the best surgeon on the face of the planet.
They look. Have you seen the fucking vaginas they make out of dicks?
Yeah, but you need a spacer in there. It's
Yeah.
an actual
'cause it
wound.
seals
It
up.
closes up. You gotta notice it. And there's probably pieces of bone in there when you're freaking banging. I mean, come on.
I don't know. What do you feel anything?
What? No, that's the
Okay,
fucking
good.
point.
Oh,
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I wonder what this gash was that was forming on the side of my dick. Just on the left side, though. Go figure.
No fucking way. I mean,
But let's just say if that happened, that would be okay. That'd be okay because
no.
even 20,
No, you still lied.
No, you lied. I'm hurt.
There's some things that you can't lie about.
That's right.
But you'd leave
And it
because
gives me an opportunity to restart my life. You kidding me?
Yeah.
You jump on that. Oh man, midlife crisis coming in at right time too. Oh
There you go.
yeah.
trade her in for a Porsche.
Every so often, if my wife ever looks at my search history, she's gonna be like, airline prices to freaking the Philippines.
Thailand.
You know?
Cambodia.
Either way,
Oh, screw that, man.
Serbia.
Yeah, you can't get much younger than that, can you?
I like them illegal, or I like them legal, right?
That's legal in Cambodia.
Shoot.
They have a street, you know that, right?
They got a street.
With little kids in it that you can just walk up and down and pick what you want.
Paul
You know
just
a lot
got
about
back.
this shit.
No, Gary Glitter. We should
But
go.
Paul
You know
just
Gary
got back.
Glitter?
Oof.
Gary Glitter, so you know Gary Glitter, right?
No,
No, never heard of him.
Yes, you have. Stop. He sung "You Wanna Be in My." All the games, the songs that they play at the NHL hockey games, he wrote like half of
All right, what
them.
about what, he got caught in Cambodia? What?
He got to Cambodia, and he was such a piece of shit. They actually deported him.
Wow.
When you take a sex vacation and you're that much of a creep that they have to deport you, you fucked up.
Buddy, we let a lot of things slide, but that's too
Yeah,
much.
that's the line right there. We're out.
Like something involving a swordfish and a Ugh.
A swordfish and an infant.
Yeah, dude, the British newspapers, which are 500 times worse than the tabloids here,
Uh,
they followed him every country he went to one by one, and they're posting pictures of him like on a balcony of a condo, and there's like you can just see the little head of a kid in it with him. I mean, he's a fucking bag of shit, that guy.
this is why my wife is 6 years older than me.
Da-na-na.
Like,
Hey,
if I was ever single again, it has to be old. I never even want that to like.
Do you have to deal with menopause yet, or you're not that old?
Well, it's 51, so it's gone. It's coming.
Oh, you can't. Oh, God.
It's coming eventually.
it's about there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to say that's passed.
Yeah,
My house.
a lot of guys get divorced doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking. Matter of fact, it happened. Guy on my job, man. His wife started going through the changes, and it just went. She was like a totally different freaking person. And they got divorced.
So I just pull the old, like you said, Archie Bunker. Change Edith. Let's go right now.
It wasn't the kind of change we were talking about a minute ago.
Yeah, that was a great episode, man.
I'm going to be patient with you. Let's do it now. Let's go. It's an awesome episode. But, you know what? We were watching yesterday. They had the one where fucking what was her name, Veronica or whatever that came. It was after Edith died at Archie Bunker's place.
Oh, Archie
Ann
Bunker's
Mira's
place.
character, where she was an alcoholic and like passed out at the bar because she was all fucked up.
All
And
right.
she had to get sober. I'm like,
This show on Saturday starts at 6. Yes.
Yes. Why? Is that when he wants you to pick him up?
No, but I wanted to cut that off before that got said.
yeah, that makes sense.
I saw that on the post the other day. When I first saw it, I'm sitting there going, okay, it doors at 6, maybe it starts at 7. But then I looked on the ticket, it says 6 to 8. So I'm like, all right.
Oh man.
That's an early show.
I know.
All right.
It works because they got karaoke afterwards up in the main bar.
Oh yeah, I had enough of that this week.
And, yeah.
I went apeshit at karaoke this week.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I went through my list. I got some Bon Jovi, some YMCA because I'm a fucking fun guy.
I started getting into freaking karaoke recently, man. I'm singing a lot of freaking Frank Sinatra.
I did Frank Sinatra.
I need something uncomplicated, not a whole lot of
Oh, I did what's it, Frankie Valley, December '63.
Oh, all right.
Bobby, I would have thought you
What was the other one? Copacabana. I like.
Go.
You get the crowd going with that one.
Yeah, you're right. Dun, dun,
I
dun,
thought you'd
dun.
be more of a It's Raining Men kind of guy.
Oh, occasionally.
Yeah, I must admit, I've done that.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
I even do the
Yeah, but, yeah.
Jazz hands.
Yeah.
Jazz hands. Let's go. We got this.
Thank God, Mother Nature. She's.
I don't know that many.
Hey!
words. Yeah.
It's when a freaking bitch just kind of backfires. It's like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
oh.
I think Dave. She was just 17. That's all.
That's how my week was going.
That's awesome.
You're a
Wait.
fucking idiot.
I didn't even have I just realized I wasn't wearing shoes at that point. Hold on, I'm trying to find karaoke shit.
It's definitely in there.
This student, that's the guy who was saying the
Dude,
one that
that's
lives in
a legit
Scranton.
karaoke bar, man. The hell, you're
Yeah.
understanding everything.
It's on a boat.
That's boat. All right.
Cruise.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
Any Japanese singing in there?
Yeah.
Japanese.
Oh, there's me doing the summer wind, some Frank Sinatra. I only know because I can read the words right there. We fucking day one, I wound up losing my voice.
Oh my god.
I'm still trying to recover because there was a pub crawl on the ship,
All right.
and the lady that was running it was kind of like Tim was like, "Hey, we're gonna go here." I'm like, she handed out little slips so we could follow along for everybody. And we get to the bar. She's like, "All right, are we ready for shots?" I'm like, "Guys, get your fucking drinks. Let's go. We're getting ready. Let's go." Me and my wife's friend were like, "Yeah, let's fucking." The two of us.
His wife posts a picture of, like, when they get on the boat of, like, with the pool and, like, a few photos of the boat and shit. And I just wrote in the bottom of it, guess the bars aren't open yet.
Oh no, we were at the bar. That was from the bar.
There's one thing I know about Tracy. If there's a bar, that's where she's going.
Oh, but she's gonna take a picture too.
It's from Bayonne, New Jersey. Where in Bayonne, New Jersey, a beer and a shot is one drink. Right?
That's right.
how we roll.
Do you drink that pickleback shit?
No.
All right,
Jesus.
just fucking.
Wait, did you ever molest a Lego person?
You know what?
That Lego
Me-
bug-
me and my wife did.
I would have checked the idea, the one on the left.
Well, Legos, they like age like dogs, 7 years ago.
7 years.
That's
1
true.
year.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying to think of which one you were looking for. That's why. Hold on. Oh,
Right at the start.
yeah, the bunny hop pub crawl. I was a little fucked up.
Yeah, I know you were fucked up the other day, man, when you posted something about tequila shots like 87 times.
Well, you know what? I don't know why it kept posting.
Because you're drunk. That's why I kept posting.
What, look, like this? What? Patron?
Yeah.
No, how many times you did that?
Dude, it was, man.
Why delete it now? Why delete it now? Does it really matter at this point?
Yes.
What if that's the one that had the most likes?
That's why I'm looking to see which one does.
None of them.
After a certain point, I was like, this guy's just hammered, man.
Oh, I was done.
Definitely was.
He's on repeat. He has no idea what he just did.
I don't know why it kept repeating 30 times.
That's that.
Yeah, that's from the bar.
She posted that, and I'm like, bar's not open?
No, that's from the bar. That's the view from the bar.
Does
That's-
anybody get
that's the
seasick
Sky
from
Lounge.
that? Or is the boat so free because the ship's so big you don't really get seasick? What do you think?
But, it's so big you don't get seasick.
That's to really, really be rough to feel it, right?
Yeah.
Because I thought I was a freaking fisherman, man. I went out fishing on this like really calm bay. I was like, oh, this is for me. And then someone took me out to the actual ocean. Did not mix, man. I went out with 30 beers and came back with 29. And the one that I drank went over the air, over the rails.
Oh yeah, I had to make sure I ate as soon as I got in there because I was going to start drinking without eating first. I knew what was coming if I didn't.
Ooh.
But yeah, it was a good time. And I'll leave it at that. I definitely have to. My God, there's something wrong with me. I just realized how many times it's posted on there.
Dude, man.
Any hall pass action on this trip?
Not this time.
He tried to pull a hall pass because his wife said he could bang an old lady, so he tried to, and then she's like, "What are you doing?"
She was hot
How
for
old?
an 81-year-old, just getting over a stroke. I'm not saying no. Is all I'm
Is it
saying.
rape if you
What
fuck
makes
if
it
you fuck the
hot?
half?
The fact that she can't run away, or
No, if you fuck the half of her that's stroked out, does it kind of rape if she doesn't notice?
Oh no, she knew. She knew what she was in for. At least that's what she said.
how much lube would you need for that, man? That's gotta.
Oh, hold on, I got an answer for that too. Hold on.
What are you gonna ask Chat GPT?
No, I'm gonna send you another video.
Oh God! Oh, Century Sex.
Yeah,
I don't need to see it. I know
but
it.
He probably hasn't seen it. Which one do you want? Century Sex or 87 and still banging? Which
Neither one.
Neither one or both?
Neither.
Oh, you
Neither.
pussy.
Yeah.
You should just.
I'm in the
Google
middle of deleting 70 things that I
it. Don't
posted.
worry about that shit.
And it's the same thing.
You're on a radio show. You know that, right?
I know, but that's why we're talking. While I'm doing this, I'm trying to be nonchalant.
For anybody who may or may not be able to see this, you have to realize this guy posted a Patron on the rocks
With an LIT chaser.
Start the day right, people. Happy Easter, and he posted it 87 times, about the same amount of times as that lady that he was trying to bang
I was
was on
gonna
this
say you
planet.
stroked out on the fucking send button.
Yes.
I don't know why he kept sending. I'm like,
Because you kept pressing send.
There you go. 87.
but I wasn't. That's the problem.
Well, I guess any port in the storm, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I know her.
Wasn't the chick? I'm trying not to get it on the camera.
Right.
Oh look, you can see the face now. Look.
Damn, Grandma, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, wait. Why is he using a condom?
Yeah, that's yeah.
I don't think she's getting pregnant.
Yeah, but she's a hoe.
Someone told a story once. I don't know who remember it was, but
Probably me.
They talked about how a lot of guys in porn, especially in the early 80s porn, were gay, and they would look across the room at their boyfriends to get aroused.
That makes sense.
If you watch this, there's 100% he's looking over here somewhere the whole time.
I don't think so.
No, he is.
I have no idea.
No, he definitely is.
I have no idea. I don't care.
I'm just saying he's obviously looking at something to arouse him because he's having trouble.
Why?
Well, you think Grandma's not doing it for him?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe, if she took her teeth out, it'd be different.
Maybe if it was his grandma, he'd tell him one.
Look what came up today.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
I was like, what? I was like, holy shit. 8 hours ago, I'm like, hey, I gotta fucking save that for later.
There's a lot. There's like 20 copies of that on there.
No, I know. I'm just like, you don't see shit all the time. So I was like, oh, okay.
And Paul, well, actually, Dave, the reason why you wear condoms when you're banging an old lady, STDs are rampant in those freaking.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, I know.
YouTube have this new thing now where they transcribe all the videos into text. You can read the text. So I searched for my name and I found like 8 things from O&A that I didn't even know I was in.
Oh, that's.
So you can, if you search now, it actually searches the transcript too.
Now, were you like a paid guest, or were you just, there?
Well, I got a lot of perks.
He was a good hanger-oner.
Yeah.
All right.
But that bit, like, it goes to the point where
you look like a group.
they would have me drive people places. And
Yeah.
like when we did
You were a roadie.
we did the tour in Cleveland, Ohio.
All right.
And all the different characters from the show, including me, they didn't want to pay for airline tickets. So they gave me money to rent a truck. And I bust Stalker Patty, me, Pat from Anarchy.
Nice.
I think Big A went. Oh, yeah, no, Big A did go. I think, I don't know, whatever. But we all went over there. And, yeah, I drove all the way to Cleveland through Pennsylvania, which is a long fucking... Pennsylvania is brutally long.
So who'd you meet, being a part of that show? You ever meet Joe Rogan?
Yeah. I was in the room when they did the Baby Bird. You ever see the Baby Bird when the kid puked in the kid's mouth?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I heard the story, and I heard him describe it.
It's actually not that bad to watch it.
Oh.
It's bad enough.
Yeah, it's bad.
Listen, it wasn't even hot when what's her name did it to her daughter. The one from Batman Begins, played Batgirl.
Oh,
Alicia Silverstone. Yeah. Like, if that's not going to be sexy, I don't know what's going to be.
When did she do that?
There was videos of that like 20 years. Go look it up.
If
anybody can find it, it's you.
She threw up in her kid's mouth?
Well, she chewed the food and spit it in the kid's mouth. She baby birded him.
But O&A is where that came from. But Joe Rogan came up with that on the show.
Yeah.
Dude.
At least I think he came up with it, but he said it was the best thing of radio ever. If it wasn't for O&A, there'd be no Joe Rogan show.
Oh, I know. Even he said it.
Yeah. So you liked them over, I guess, Stern, right?
Stern was such a cunt behind the scenes to O&A.
Really?
Yeah, and on there.
No, he really didn't fuck with him that much on air. But he said one thing, and that started the whole thing off. And they used to... they were the only people to fall back. He went to Chicago, and he did a funeral for the guy that was the #1 radio guy there. He did a funeral in the street with a coffin and everything for that guy. And then another one...
But he did that a lot of places.
He did that. Well, the biggest one was Chicago, I think. And then
Mancow.
No, Mancow never did it till he tried Mancow. It was John Badaria, or I don't remember his name. But yeah, he did a lot of fucked up shit to a lot of people. But O&A didn't care. They just because it started off with they came to New York after they got fired in Boston, right? They were scheduled to do the afternoon show on K-Rock. And Stern found out and said, "I'm not having any copycat fucks on my channel." Because you think about it, that start in the morning and O&A in the afternoon, that station would have got billions of dollars.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So then they
Well, that's why NEW blew up again after they like almost died.
But yeah, so that there was that.
Between the sports shows that they had in the morning and everything they had throughout the day.
You know who Mel Garbison is, right?
Who?
The guy Mel Garbison. He was the
No.
head of Sirius for a long time.
No.
But he was
He also was the head of CBS
yeah,
before that.
Yeah, well, that's what. Yeah, so they started fucking with Stern. They didn't care. They fucked with him, but they both worked for the same company. CBS owned Infinity Broadcasting.
Yeah.
And Stern got Mel Karmazin to come to the studio and say, if you say Howard Stern's name on the air again, you're fired.
Wow.
That guy showed up at the studio.
That's a dick move right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So for the next 2 weeks, they said radio edit instead of Howard Stern. And then the guy showed up again. I mean, it just went on. It just went on.
They didn't say the name.
Yeah.
Listen, by the way, that was one of my favorite things they would do. Between the initial game and just dropping a fake name. Or remember he would talk about his ex and say, you know, Wendy. Because when he was in the middle of his divorce, Anthony, he couldn't mention her name on air. That was part of their proceedings.
Oh, shit. All
So he used a fake name and said, you know, Wendy.
right.
I once super glued a wow sticker to Stern's limo.
No.
Super glue. You
That's
know how hard
awesome.
that was to get off there?
Yeah. Little goof off. You're good.
No, not super glue.
Does anybody actually listen to the guy anymore? I mean,
No.
like, is that like a?
No, he had that Marcy woman who was there to like try and make him more acceptable. And she's the one who got him on America's Got Talent.
Right.
Once you saw on America's Got Talent, everybody's like, yeah, the edge is gone. Personally,
Well, he also couldn't do it anymore either.
no. Personally, I listened to Stern in the morning years and years ago. Once he got divorced, it was over. Because before that, he had the same bullshit still. He was millionaire. But his wife gave him the same grief that
Yeah.
all of us again.
Right.
So he complained about his wife. Every dude listening to that could go, fuck me. You know,
Yeah,
that
when he
guy-
started messing with that girl Beth, it was kind of like, he got like real.
that
old.
bitch moved 10 cats into their apartment.
Really?
Minimum 10.
10 cans.
She's a cat lady. She's all about the fucking.
Well, I
apple
think
showing.
I think it went really downhill after Artie left.
Yeah.
No, I think it went downhill after Jackie left. I mean,
Yeah,
Artie
Well,
was good.
I'm just saying there were a couple cliffs along the way. It wasn't just the divorce though. It was a few things he had going.
Yeah, so
that
Alicia Silverstone fed her kid like that.
yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you didn't.
She baby birded her kid.
Jeez.
I know. See, I told you he'd fucking find it.
I did.
You find the video,
Did she explain
Yeah,
why
it's
she
on
did
it.
it?
you know, to help with digestion.
Did anyone call social services?
No.
No, they called TMZ.
Yeah,
Jeez.
you know, because when you do that in public, TMZ is more important.
Wait, she did that in public.
Yes, that
All
poor
right.
kid.
All right. Damn, she used to be hot. I
Yeah,
don't know if she still is, but
No, she's pretty brutal now. I mean, that's not. She's not horrible.
you shouldn't have the mustache anymore.
she had a mustache.
During the whole Batman thing, that was the thing everybody was making fun of. You could see her mustache in the movie pictures.
Oh, jeez, man. That poor girl. I mean, you can't keep it together forever, man.
I think it was this one, right?
Batman Forever. No, I thought she was in
No.
what the hell's the other one? Batman and Robin. That's it, Batman and Robin.
Yeah. You can't really see it there, but
She was a little thick for that.
yeah.
Oh man. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, that one.
That's the O&A one.
It's rough. And she's a pretty girl, but she like that.
Well,
That
they did
movie,
give the
man.
kid. They did give a kid that got puked on a job after.
Really?
Yeah, for like minimum wage.
Wait, did Batman and Robin kill Alicia Silverstone's career?
Gotta love Reddit.
I think so. Honestly, I think so. Because she was a little freaking thick, and it just kind of nothing. She never did another movie that we know of, anyway.
True.
she's done a lot.
No, she's done a lot,
Just
but
like done recently. I just saw her on site recently. What the fuck did I see?
yeah, but what's the name of
Yeah,
it?
what is it?
I'm
Because
looking-
I didn't
Exactly. You don't remember. It's the point we're getting at.
Clueless.
Yeah, 95.
Yeah, 95. She was young.
Yeah.
She was fit. She was different. Like if you're gonna play a superhero, you're gonna have to hit the gym. You know what I mean?
True.
Didn't I just see her on a TV commercial?
I hope so.
I think I saw her on a TV commercial.
Oh, talking about movies, I saw that movie The Accountant 2.
I have that. I didn't watch it yet.
You know, oh, it's freaking great, man. It was. Is that
What's
gonna win any
Now,
Academy
do I have to
Awards?
watch the first one first?
You don't have to, but I would
Is that a continuation or two different stories?
loosely, because because the guy that was
The Punisher.
well, Punisher's it. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
by the way. But the guy that
Oh,
connected,
Y2K was the movie I saw in.
the guy that
That
Ben
was-
Affleck.
oh,
working
yeah.
with, he dies in that like within the first. So
Oh,
And
good.
he's-
I need to watch that now then.
well, it's like in the first second, man. And that's the whole reason for it. That's it. That's a revenge freaking thing.
You know,
It's good. It's worth it.
I went down a rabbit hole on Netflix. Do you ever heard the TV show You? Y-O-U?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, what's his name? Chris.
Yeah, serial
yeah.
killer, right?
Yeah. One of he's technically a serial killer. He's a killer of people that stop him fucking a girl, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
But
Which turned out to be like real life.
is it? Oh, really?
Yeah.
I watched. I saw the thing on Netflix. I'm trying to find something to watch because I just burned through like 10 British shows that people told me to watch.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, it said new season. So I'm like, I click on it, and I get I'm like 8 episodes in, and then I look to see how many are left.
Uh-huh.
There's 50 episodes of this fucking show. The new season is season 5. I didn't know that when it said new season. I thought that meant this is the new season. I'm watching the 2018 one, thinking it's the brand new one. It's really good. There's like 10 episodes.
Yeah.
I binge watched 8 episodes of it.
Well, I
It's
love
really
that.
good.
That's the only way I watch anything. I binge watch. I can't just watch.
I
it.
watched two British mob shows that are like The Sopranos, but they're Irish mob shows.
Oh, the Mobland.
No, one's called Love Hate. It's like a gangster show, but not like it's current. It's not back in the fucking day with
Yeah.
Love Hate is one. The fuck was the other one?
Well, Tom Hardy has one, so it's called Mobland.
Yeah,
I heard that was good.
Love
It
Hate
looks good.
is fucking great.
Tom Hardy's an insane.
5 series I watched that
great
shit in
actor,
like 2
man.
weeks. What the fuck was the other one I watched?
You want something to binge? Watch Taboo.
I watched the first 37 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Kin. If you like The Sopranos
Uh-huh.
and you want to see kind of an Irish version of those,
Oh,
there's
what?
2 shows. One's called
Kin?
Kin,
Yeah.
K-I-N, and one's called Love Hate. And they're both Irish, and there's a little bit of crossover between the two with the actors,
Uh-huh.
but not the story. They're not related in
Yeah,
story.
I got you.
But
I actually
Love Hate is 5 series, dude. I binge watched that in I'm not even shitting you, 4 days. It was so fucking good. Don't you hate it when you binge watch something
Yes.
and either there's another year for the next series,
That's why I hate those shows.
or worse?
They
With
stop.
Love Hate, I watched 5 series and they finished it 3 years ago.
Dude.
It had a really good ending. I'm not going to spoil it in case you actually.
Well, I
watch it.
hate
No, I'm not
when,
going to
like,
watch it.
I hate when
I'm
they
gonna-
don't
You can
finish
tell
the
me.
story. Like
Everyone dies.
You ever watch
I love Hamlet.
Deadwood? You ever watch Deadwood?
I haven't watched it.
It
My
was-
dad used to love that show.
Dude, it was great. It was two seasons, and then you're waiting for the third one. Like, all right, how's this gonna end? They cancel it.
Yeah.
So 10 years later, they made a movie and it kind of wrapped everything
Oh,
up.
okay.
But oh man, I was.
So people keep telling me to watch Tombstone.
Oh, Tombstone's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
If
the
you
other one?
like westerns, it's
Wait,
a great movie.
You never watched Tombstone?
I might have. I had a. Yeah,
He's
I might
British.
have.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's been out since.
They didn't have cowboys there.
What's
Yeah,
the
but
other
that's
show?
that's the point. They're like all about cowboys over there,
No, they're not.
Yes, I know.
They're all about fucking
Well,
tea and crumpets.
what's the other big show that was on Paramount Plus that just finished? Fuck. No, it's a big
I don't know.
show.
There's 3 billion of them on that fucking
It's a
platform.
Western one.
What 1923?
Right. Well, what's that? The prequel
Yeah,
to?
Yellow.
Oh,
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. Yeah.
My brother-in-law said that's the best thing he's ever watched his whole life.
I like the first 3 seasons of Yellowstone. And it's one of those things because, once again, you have to wait so long in between seasons because they limit everything and the amount of episodes. It's
Yeah.
like, I can't anymore. I'm done. Like, I started watching season 4. I'm like, I don't even know if I like the show anymore.
I like Landman. Remember Paramount Plus put that one with Billy Bob Thornton out? It's
You
like
know,
the oil guy.
I've
That was
been
actually
meaning to
really.
watch
I
that.
like that. It is good.
I've been meaning to watch. Is it done or are they still coming up with seasons to that?
I don't know if they renewed it, but it's not. The story's wide open. If
Yeah.
they want to do a sequel to it,
Oh, man, I gotta watch.
I like that. I did like that.
What's
Oh my
this?
god, his daughter's such a slut.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like naked half the movie.
Who?
I don't even know what fucking it is.
Jen?
Landman.
Yeah, Landman, the daughter of the guy. Billy Bob.
All right.
Billy Bob Thornton just loses his mind over his daughter being a fucking slut.
What, is this new or?
I just finished
No,
2 months
No,
ago.
I'm talking about this with Chris D'Elia.
Well,
No. It's just his IMDb
I was gonna
page.
say, is Chris D'Elia allowed to do comedy anymore?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
still
he's got a
tours.
Special.
Yeah, but didn't he get canceled? He got canceled at one point.
Yeah, that doesn't
Obviously
matter
not
anymore.
because he's still touring.
Yeah, you still got a podcast with.
Yeah.
What is that? Eddie Griffin or whatever the hell that guy's
You
name is.
can't
Eric-
cancel somebody if people are still following him.
Yeah, it's those days are over. Like it.
Even then, like think about it, how many times they cancel Chappelle?
Yeah.
Zero, because they kept trying and it didn't work.
And even with Louis C.K., that was more of a self freaking cancellation.
Yeah.
He just took off. That guy killed, man. He's a freaking. I always saw his specials, whatever, but I didn't like seeing it live. Like, this guy's the king of fucking comedy.
No, he's real good. He's been
Gee, like, bro, I'm in T-ball. This guy's freaking pitching in the World Series. I'm like, it's no comparison. Whatever I think I'm doing, that's not it.
right. No, but like, so when I first heard that story about him, I'm like, well, I kind of get what he's going for. I'm like, it's a dick move, but whatever. Like, because when I heard the story, he asked the lady if it would be okay to jerk off in front of her. I'm like,
Sounds
well,
consensual.
He's not- he's
the
not-
problem is
no.
the girl automatically thinks, oh, if I do this, maybe he'll get me a spot. Maybe
Yeah.
he'll put me on his show.
but they were
but he never
they were
said
doing
that.
this show. No, he's like, do you mind? And the first thing that occurred to me is like, I think he was still married at the time.
If
Yeah,
that's
that
the
might be
worst
it.
part of it.
That's what I'm saying. So he's not cheating on his wife. He's just sitting there jerking off like an idiot.
You know how much money he lost that day?
Like 38 million.
Yeah,
$35 million
so-
Yeah.
of deals.
You know
Yeah.
what
And
I
that
love?
movie, did you see the movie?
They canceled it. Yeah.
No, the movie.
Well, you know what I mean.
I watched the movie.
Of course you did.
But when shit like that
And
happens,
there's like
when
there
you
was
know who
nothing
your
in it.
friends
Remember
are.
how they made out like he was like a kid toucher?
Yeah.
No, not even close.
No, I know.
Sarah Silverman, freaking had his back, and he mentions like, "Oh yeah, he did that in front of me. I thought it was hysterical."
Yeah.
Like that's when you know who your friends are.
Yep.
When shit like that happens, people that stick up for you.
I actually wrote on my phone the other day. You know who your friends are when you go to jail.
Yeah,
That's also true.
yeah. I've been working on a bit about Bayonne. That's in Bayonne, when your friend gets locked up, you don't ask why. You just which county so I could
Yeah.
give him canteen.
Yeah.
We don't.
Where am I sending the canteen money?
That's it. That's the only question we ask.
Again?
Yeah, or again. Oh, we'll fuck with you. That's just Nick.
I was trying to work a bit about how if you try and kill someone, it's like you get less of a punishment than if you succeed. But any other job, if you didn't succeed, you get fired.
It's the same thing.
Right, but I was trying to write that, and then on Louis K.'s new special, he does a bit about it's not the same thing, but he talks about the amount of time you go to jail if you murder someone depends what mood you're in that day.
Yeah.
Not
Not
wrong.
only is that funny, it is true. It's really like because it's all about purpose. What I do, it's like a purposely, knowingly, was it reckless? All of that.
Did you
factors in.
plan? Did you do it on the spot, or did you do
Exactly.
it accidentally? And all that?
Yeah, that's the difference between criminal homicide.
first degree, second degree.
Yeah. Well, that's New York over here. It's
Oh, you don't have first degree or second degree?
No, what we have is murder. Homicide, criminal homicide, manslaughter,
Yeah.
negligent homicide, stuff like that. Like it goes into.
Yeah.
So wait, what here? So this is something that kind of happened to me recently.
First
Say you,
degree or second
so
degree?
hold on. So, I didn't. It didn't wind up going through. But
there are degrees with the sentencing guidelines. So
if you're drinking and you get in an argument, you're like, son, if I see this motherfucker again, I'm going to stab him with a fork.
Uh-huh.
From the buffet while I was on the cruise,
All right.
and I take the fork with me. Is that premeditated?
It depends. Did anybody hear you say it?
Yeah.
No, but if you show up with the fork in his hand.
Because if a tree falls in the woods, nobody's around this.
That's also true. But I was like, oh, and like so the next day, I'm like, I'm like taking stuff out of my pants, get ready for the next day. My wife's like, why the fuck do you have a fork in your pocket? I'm like, oh yeah, remember I said I was gonna stab that guy? She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, I was drunk. Sometimes I'm an asshole when I'm drunk. I'm sorry.
But did he get a second helping of like a freaking filet mignon? What happened?
He cut the line and then took the last 2 slices of pepperoni pizza.
Oh, well, that motherfucker has to die.
Exactly.
Pepperoni pizza. That's what you're eating at a freaking cruise?
At 2 a.m.
All right, well,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm only there because it was 2 a.m.
You're right.
I wasn't looking for it. I'm like, oh, this is what they have. There was one person in front of me. He cut in front of that person who was with me and took both slices and took off. I'm like, motherfucker.
It's talking about slices. Had you prepared them for Bayonne?
No. So wait. So my friend's like, he's like, yeah, this asshole just cuts the line and takes the last 2 slices. Like, yeah, you got a problem with that? I'm like, we're like, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. He's like, you want to step outside? My friend goes, no, I'm not getting put in cruise jail. I'm like, no, but I might stab you with a fork because there's lots of them around here. And then he walked away, and we fucking eat. We're laughing about it because the guy fucking left. I'm like, we still might see him, right? and I grabbed the fork.
It's a
I actually
fucking
still have it in
ship.
my
It's a
suitcase.
finite amount of space, dude. Of course
Right.
you can run into it.
Right. I didn't,
Oh,
but just in case, I brought that fork with me.
he's not gonna call me a liar.
I promised him I was bringing this, and I did.
All right, this is gonna. All right, this
This
is
is
gonna
going to
sound.
derail the whole thing.
This is gonna sound disparaging to Balen, but I want you to, because you know Americans are fat, right? I mean, compared to you guys.
Yeah, the
in
big,
Europe, right?
the soprano looking dudes are going to be in there.
Dude, it's incredible. It's really something, man. And which is nuts. Like people in Bayonne tend to be bigger, but they walk everywhere because you can't find any parking.
No,
Yeah, but everybody's still fat.
there's no logic to that, right?
No, there's plenty because there's a
Even though
pizza
they
spot.
order,
It's a pizza spot in every corner. There's
Right.
a bar right there.
without saying the name, do you think he would know my wife's relatives from down there?
Possibly. Off air, we'll discuss it, but it's
No,
possible.
I can without saying the name.
No.
No, I was going to say the DNA test shit.
Eh.
My wife did a DNA test, and we found out. Actually, we just found out my brother-in-law is not my brother; is only a half brother-in-law now. Denise's my wife's mom stepped out back in the day, so we found that out. And then we found out that my mother-in-law, her father, was not who she thought and was on the birth certificate. It turned out to be the second cousin of the dude that drove Paul Castellano to the steakhouse when he got murdered.
Good
Tommy
times.
Bilotti.
Yes, she's in that family, the Bellottis.
Wow. Tom,
Yeah,
that's.
I just had to talk to him.
and at the first
Paul.
what?
I just had to talk to him recently.
Oh, that one, yeah.
It is,
Yeah, how often I bite my tongue
That
at
sounds
family
like-
a family get together. Shit, how many times when they're like, "Oh, check out our cold plated dishes," and I'm
Yeah.
just sitting there going, "Well, why don't you pay
Well,
for it?"
That's why I have that freaking incest joke, George R. R. Martin, right?
Yeah.
Because of Balen, because shit like that happens all the time. You like legit might
Yeah.
be banging a relative. You have no
Yeah.
idea. Because especially in the 70s, man.
When somebody-
Back in the day, there were second families in town.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
like for
Like-
real.
Like Martin.
Oh man, I'm not gonna mention last name, but I know family. The two Kevins. He named one from the other family, one from the. I was nuts, man.
Well, listen, you
He's got
remember your
like
son's name.
he can't fuck up the kid's name, can he?
Oh, dude, this.
Oh, he loses everything. That's why I buy two of everything.
The father was freaking man. He maintained two households for years.
Yeah.
How do you get caught?
Like eventually ran into each other in school.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they all actually all hung out eventually. Like they.
No, but
became freaking
did
friends.
they all have his last name? All of them? So
Yes.
So that's how
Yes, every last one of them had his last
So
name.
that's what gave it away.
Kind of
So-
easy to figure out.
Eventually, he divorces his wife and marries the other one, and but they all kind of hung out afterwards. They were, they found each other like in their teens, and they became great friends, man. The half brothers.
And how,
Yeah.
how did the two mums feel about it?
You know what?
They don't want to scissor anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I never asked.
That's-
I'm
And-
sure it's pretty fucking. The,
It was-
the
it
fat one was probably okay with it.
It was rough for the
You know?
first family because she was like a real devout Catholic.
Oh,
And,
yeah. yeah.
so just it was rough for her, but
I wonder if the
But yeah.
second one know that there was a first family? As
Probably.
Well, or not?
The second
Yeah.
one usually knows already.
That's what I'm saying.
all right, Paul.
Can you
man,
imagine if he poured it off with two families that they didn't know?
By the way,
You'd have to be 500 miles apart, though, wouldn't you?
wait, you know how hard it is to get over on the wedding announcements
Yes.
in the same town where you only had the newspaper to read that everybody read? There was only one copy in town.
Oh, by the way, Paul, town is a stretch. This is freaking 3 miles long and a half a mile wide, especially back then. Now it's a little wider. I mean,
Oh, that's how big
everybody knows
Bayonne
each
is?
other.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a freaking small like community, man.
Oh,
You could
okay.
walk. I've walked from one end to the
Multiple
to the other.
times.
Yeah, in a day, really.
Yeah,
You're right,
multiple
yeah.
times in a day. Well, think about it. Remember, if you ever wanted to take the Broadway bus,
Yes.
if you missed it like by a minute, you could probably walk where you're going faster than the next one
Yes.
coming.
100%.
Oh, they're not very often.
No, they came every
Oh.
like 40 minutes, but you
But-
could walk where you're going
Oh,
faster.
And you want to hear something even worse? Somehow, as small as that town is, it was able to support not one, not two, 3 cab companies.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Not now. I wouldn't have thought Uber.
Well, yeah. Now for Uber,
Now
I
there's
think
still
it's
one cab company.
Yeah, now there's one. I think it's
Archie's.
Archie's. Yeah.
Was that the one that you guys escorted back and forth to the airport?
Shoot. Those are the days. That's when I made some real money. I was a looker back then. So wait. So
Hey,
what brought you here from New Zealand, buddy?
stewardess, huh? Only in town for the night. Good for you.
That's right.
Good for me.
Oh man, but yeah, 3 cab companies, and because this parking is, you'll never understand how bad parking is until you move to a place like Bayonne.
Go, anywhere in Hudson County.
Well, yeah, but come on, there's levels. Like I found spots in Hoboken,
yeah,
quicker
but
than
you
I
know how
ever did.
hard that is.
Yes.
When was the last time you did that though?
What, Parks in Hoboken and walk to
Hoboken.
Bayonne?
Last week, I went to Tommy Loud's thing, his open mic on what was it? Like, not last Wednesday, the Wednesday before. And dude, I was like right there by the venue.
Yeah, that's a Wednesday night.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's in Bayonne. It's every night. You
I
can't
know. You're
find-
right. You're right.
I used to park 6 blocks away in an illegal spot after work and be glad that I got that one. And it took me 25 minutes just to find it.
Now, did you have something that stopped you getting tickets at that point?
No,
No,
you can still get that ticket.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Can I get rid of those later?
No,
No, I don't know.
that was half the fun.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, man. It was, dude,
You
they
know,
were-
until fucking the wrong cop sees you and runs your plate, and it's somebody with your name that has warrants, and she's a rookie and she freaks out and pulls a gun on you. Then that was always fun.
It happens. It freaking happens. I'll say this. It was a surprisingly low level of DWIs because of that shit.
Yeah,
Because of no parking. Yes,
If
everybody
nobody
took a
gets in the
cab.
car, they're just going to walk to the bar.
Or we'll take a
yeah.
or
We
take a cab.
bar hopping was so easy
Oh man.
because you could always walk between 6 bars no matter where you were in town.
I used to call this the I don't know if I'll get in trouble for it, but I'll say it anyway. I'll change the name of it. The Trail of Tears, right? You remember
Okay.
the St. Patty's Day?
Yeah.
I'd start on 5th Street and make my way up to freaking 19th Street, hitting every freaking bar along the way.
Oh yeah, that was easy to do.
Oh. And that's a short trip. Some guys make it all the way to freaking 56th Street.
Yeah, that's a tough one. No, I would. So my usual, like when I would do the hop around everything in town,
Yeah.
we would start at Slim's when that was a place on 17th and E.
Yes.
Then we walk over
You never
to
make that place work, man. I don't care who
No.
takes it over. It just,
no, same family had it for like
Yeah.
decades. It's when they sold it to new people, nobody could do
Oh,
anything
you're
with
right.
it.
You're right.
But
Yeah, you're right. Slim's was there for a long time.
because I'm friends with the family.
Yeah.
Actually, when they put the TVs up to make it a better sports bar,
Uh-huh.
I'm the one that installed the things in there. When I was working for Val's.
Slim.
Remember Val's Construction?
Okay. All right.
So so I would start there, head over to 18th and E, which I can't remember what the name was back then because it's changed so many times. I try to keep up.
18th and E.
Yeah, I think it's Bar 51 now or something like that.
It's lot 13.
Lot 13. Yeah,
Lot
something
13.
stupid.
Yeah, it's Slim's. That used to be. It wasn't. It's lot 13 now, but that wasn't lot 13. Was it what?
I forget what it was back in
Birch
the
or something? It
90s.
wasn't Birch.
No,
on
Birch was
6th.
17th and Broadway.
Yeah.
But so I'd leave there, and then Full House would be right up the block from there.
Yes.
Then you had
Brothers.
Big Apple and Brothers.
Yep.
Alternate between the two of them.
Yep.
And if I was still looking for another place, walk further up the block to Jay's place when that was a thing.
Yeah. And if you're gonna run into another bar. You just keep going.
You keep going, you're going to run into a bar 3 blocks later.
First time I ever did stand up was in
Bayonne.
Bayonne.
At the
The
Giorgio's.
Giorgio's. I wonder if that's still there. Is that
No, it's room 990 now.
Oh yeah.
Like wine thing now, something in it? It's like
No,
is
no.
it a wine bar? It looks like a
No, it's not a wine
Oh, it's
bar.
a ghetto place.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but yeah.
Well,
Did you see this? The MTA this is a while ago. I just saw the story though. MTA seizes 2 cars of someone who owned $100,000 in Verrazano tolls.
No, I believe that. You know how many of my
How many-
customers?
Yeah, $100,000. How long does it take you to write that up?
That depends on what you're doing.
dude, that should take like 10 years. That's
That's got to be right, unless you're like a taxi cab and you're going back and forth all day.
Possible. Or an Uber.
Still alone, can't be. It's not,
No,
it's not like a month. That's for sure.
No,
No.
It's not 2 years either. You're
No.
talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, you got shit.
They were looking for you for like 5 years.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah, talking about Bayonne. You remember Birch, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was-
Second
Back when you could cash your check there.
Yes, that's right. You can cash your check there. Birch was great because I went there. I must have been like 18, right? And I was with a friend of mine. I was like, you know what? I think we could get served here.
Oh, yeah.
Play it cool. So I go there, right? And I've never been there a day in my life, right? But it's a Hispanic bar. It's a Spanish bar.
Well, now it is.
Now it's gone. Now it's something else. I don't even know. What
I think it's a restaurant now.
Yes, it's a restaurant.
Because I still go to 6th Street to get my hair cut. So,
really.
Mario,
Oh shoot!
the guy that actually owns Martin's old house.
Oh shit! So I went into the freaking bar, and my buddy's about as Irish as a freaking 4-leaf clover, right?
All right.
She looks at me. She looks at him. He's like, "Well," she points at me. "You, I know, but this guy's gonna have to show ID." I drank that for years.
No,
man.
that used to be just an old man bar back in the day.
It was, oh man, it got into it was a freaking thugged out bar.
Yeah.
By the time
Oh, it went through some changes. I remember.
dude, I saw a guy just drinking a freaking mug of beer, right? This Bolivian guy, South American dude, and scary guy. Like I'm not scared about, a lot of people can't really intimidate me, but this guy, there was something about him, man. Like he knew, like this, like legit, this guy is a freaking psychopath. So he's drinking a beer, and out of nowhere, he just throws the mug off like over his shoulder, and it hits some poor
They
lady.
did that in Train Spotting too when they wanted to start a fight.
Yes,
Remember
dude,
that?
it was exactly. I
Remember
was
that?
like, I saw it. It was, but it was like instead of the balcony, it was just
Yeah.
across the bar.
In Train Spotting, he's on the balcony. He goes, "Okay, let's get it on," and he throws it. And
And
in
it
England
just
and Ireland,
Yeah.
pubs are about fighting. And
Yeah.
Oh, this guy freaking! I thought that was Scotland.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I said it. Well,
Same
when
thing.
I say England, I mean England,
Alright,
Scotland,
gotcha.
Wales.
So he hits
UK.
The UK. There you go. So it hits some freaking lady in the ear. The ear's freaking gone. And then he turns and he looks at the guy.
That's only Northern Ireland.
He turns and he sees the girl's freaking boyfriend's going nuts. He's like, "Why? What happened?" He was freaking. I saw a guy get stabbed there. Actually, a guy that we're not going to mention his names, but he's the one that told me that your name was.
Yep, I know exactly who you're
I
talking
was
about.
there. I was there. It happened right in front of me. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Speaking of somebody that goes away and then comes back and is slightly off even more, because you know what happened with them, right? With the knuckles.
No.
Take a look next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Are there some missing?
No.
Are they in the different
Well,
places
sort
they
of, but
should
not
be?
really. Not sort of, but not really.
Like in different places now.
Yeah.
There's one section missing.
Going back to the tolls, the first guy owed $68,000. He had 624 outstanding toll violations in 2 years. $68,000 in fines. Other guy that had his car stolen.
Well, you know what it is? That probably includes all the extra fees too.
447 violations, owed $47,000.
447.
Wait, was his car stolen? That's what.
No, the MTA impounded it and wouldn't give it back.
Oh, okay.
I guess they're selling it.
Oh no, they're cracking down on that big time in the last 6 months.
Well, the guy coming across from Philadelphia that fucked the whole thing up. Do you ever see the video?
No.
So he would pull up like about a quarter of a mile before the bridge, and he put this piece of black plastic over his plate. He'd drive over the bridge, and then he'd pull over like a quarter of a mile after and take it off. So they stuck more cameras up, and they recorded him doing it. And this guy owed. I mean, they counted a lot. They figured out he owed a fucking boat.
What was it? So I'm not asking you to look it up at the moment, but if you can, there was a guy. I'm talking like, when did Easy Pass? So that was like 15, 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, 20 years.
Was it that long ago?
About 50, at least 15.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So there was a guy that did he had the whole James Bond thing going where it would flip. So when he got
They have
like,
those still.
yeah,
You buy them on eBay.
half mile from the toll, flip, fake license plate.
Yeah, eBay sells those.
That's awesome.
They sell them on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They have one where it's like this, and then it goes like this, and then they have another one that literally does what he said.
you don't even need to do that. There's a spray that you can just spray on your license plate.
Yeah.
For whatever reason,
You know what they
They
catch.
say it's illegal, but I'm like,
No,
how
you know how I saw it the first time I saw that? Someone took a picture of me. I was by the airport in the parking lot, and they took a picture of the family. And then when I looked at the picture, there was a big rectangle missing out of the license plate, and I'm like, "The fuck is that?" Because there was a sticker you could put over,
Yeah.
All right.
and what it does is it does like a super reflection, so you don't see. So now what they sell now on eBay is they sell the letters because they're figuring the spray shit out.
Uh-huh.
So what they do, you buy the letters, and they literally stick exactly over the letter of each letter of the license plate.
That's gangster. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll never do it, man. Because I'm like,
I have enough problems.
yeah. For what? For a freaking toll? I'll pay the toll.
That shit adds up, though, bro. I used to
Yes.
commute. I used to commute up to actually from down the shore to like right around here, and my gas and tolls for a week for 5 days is less than now if I went to work for 2 days with the fucking tolls. They're so high.
Shoot.
Then you get on the
Yeah.
turnpike, you get fucking raped. They're like,
Oh
double.
yeah.
Well, I try to stay away from toll roads, except the only time I take them is when I'm doing freaking open mics. Like that's taking a parkway everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Parkway's way better than the fucking toll.
Way better than the
Turnpike
turnpike.
is double.
Right.
I pick my brother-in-law and
Yeah, I
drop
hate
him off
the
at the
turnpike.
airport all the time, and he
Right.
gets mad at me because I don't jump off 129 and go up the turnpike to the airport. I'm like, fuck you. You paying the tolls? I goes,
Right.
I'm going up to 42 and I'm going across on 78.
Yep.
And it
I'm
doesn't
saving.
add that-
I'm saving $5, $6, $7, $8 each way.
and it's not adding that much freaking time.
5 minutes.
At most.
Unless it's 5 o'clock on a weekday.
Right.
Then the turnpike's still fucked up. Actually, not going north. It probably isn't, but
No,
Parkway definitely is.
no,
130.
but no. You got to remember though. The turnpike gets fucked up because once you get by the Goethals by 13,
Yes.
it gets screwed up because everybody going back and forth through Staten Island.
It gets bad there, and it gets bad when you get to the GW.
Yeah,
Like around
I don't go
there.
that far.
Well, that's very freaking.
that time of day is just murder.
My stepdaughter's husband that she got rid of, he had a job. He lived in Midland Park, and he had a job at some Mercedes dealer right across the GW Bridge.
Okay.
He was in charge of the managing the loaner cars. So like,
Alright.
you know, if you get your car fixed, they give you a loan. He got fired, and for 6 months he was faking going to work.
That happens a lot. You never saw Falling Down?
Yeah,
Oh, I love that one.
but you know what?
Great movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw someone post that the other day.
Super relevant.
Yeah, someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone said because they posted the movie poster and they're like, you know what? I kind of understand this now.
Yeah. Yo.
But
That
she could have caught him just by looking at the Easy Pass bill that he wasn't going over the bridge.
Look, there were no tolls in
Unless-
California back
no,
then.
no, I'm not talking about
Yeah.
that. I'm talking about my
Yeah,
ex-son.
Well, I mean, did she suspect anything? I mean, why would she look?
Well, the first thing that set off the alarm bells is my granddaughter was left 50 grand by her grandparents that died, and he put it in the stock market in penny stocks and lost a whole lot.
Penny stocks.
Yeah. You
Man,
can get super rich with penny stocks, but it's like a 1 in a million shot.
Yeah.
Dude, it was always a scam, man. I was like, I knew guys that working like boiler rooms, and they would do that, be pushing these penny stocks. Always
They would make the money.
Well, yeah, because it's like if it moves a little bit, like you buy a share for like 10 cents, it goes up to 50 cents. Like, bang,
That's a 500%
Yeah,
increase.
exactly. So yeah, but you could lose everything.
Well,
Right.
Well, no. All the guys
And
in
you have
the guys in the boiler rooms never lose the money because
No,
in
no.
India they're doing it now. You ever go on like you look at Yahoo Finance where you can look up the stocks and they have like the message boards. If you go in there all the time, it's like, hey, I just invested in this, and then people go and they buy it. And then what happens is
Yeah,
when
you
they
buy-
buy it, the price goes up, and then all the guys that posted that shit saying go buy this,
Yeah.
they cash
Sell.
out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then when they cash out their million shares, it crashes it down below where it started. So all the guys that fell for the shit,
Well, that's the only way that works. You need suckers like that freaking meme coins. Are
Mm-hmm.
you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean,
I made a bit of money. Actually, I paid for half my boiler with Bitcoin,
yeah.
but I didn't make millions of dollars. I made like 2-3 grand, but it was enough. My boiler was like 8 grand, so it was a nice chunk.
Yeah.
And then I made money on Ripple. Remember Ripple from the first?
Oh, fuck. That was a while ago.
It's still going.
All right.
Yeah.
That one is everything. On Coinbase, right? You have a Coinbase app.
Bitcoin.
Coinbase is one of the biggest apps to buy.
Right.
And they have all the mean shit. They have everything, all the legit everything. They have a thing on there where a new one comes out. It's like a training thing. You go in there and you read about it, and they give you like a couple of dollars worth of it just for reading it. So I have my Coinbase account has like fucking 80 different cryptos in it. There's like $2 of this, $3 of this. But if one of them hits,
Yeah.
I'm gold. So I'm just leaving it. So I'll go in every week and see if there's any new ones, and I'll sit there for the 5 minutes and do the stupid quiz just to get the free shit.
Yeah. That's worth it.
Well, if it's, why not?
You're not paying for it. So
Here's a question: Is NFT still a thing?
Yes,
Are people still investing in that?
theoretically,
yes. Who was the group that put out an album and then sold one of them to someone? That was
Wu-Tang.
it. It was Wu-Tang, yeah.
All right. So we're getting late. So we got to get this clip in here real quick.
Proof that
Yeah, look. This is my Coinbase. Look. I paid nothing for any of these.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
They're only. I mean, the whole lot's only worth $49, but I didn't pay no $49 for them. But I'm not going to cash that out for $49. That's going to sit there until fucking.
Yeah, you're
If
right.
anything ever happens, if that disappears tomorrow, I don't care.
If it costs you nothing, why
Even
not?
if I paid the $49, it's worth it to have like 30 of those things just to see if something pops for a couple of bucks.
But this is real.
Yes. Is that an advert?
No.
What's the? So the guy that normally sits in your chair right there.
I didn't. I'm just rouletting it.
Oh yeah, the guy that sits in that chair.
Share usually.
Cringy shit.
Uh,
What was the one last week that the last scene? Even you're like, I'm done.
I can't remember. It was
What was
bad
it?
though.
Yeah, we're watching like a highlight reel, and it's like it's crazy shit, but nothing. That we probably haven't seen at some point.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Like double fist in the ass? What
No,
are you
like fucking
Somebody's penis got cut open. It was.
Ah,
Yeah. No.
Dick's in a fucking toaster. I still like my favorites are still the shit sandwich ones where
Hold on.
they do shits on a piece of Wonder Bread and eats it.
All right, hold on.
Are we telling people which one this is?
Yeah, it's the name of this is proof the Tiana Live incident was real.
And that's on efucked.com with a K.
Page 1.
I was camming one night. It was the
Nothing
first
happening so
time I was
far.
doing it. And a lot of people were asking, hey, you should order a pizza and answer the door topless. And like,
Topless? Fucking
can I do
amateurs.
it nude?
Well, you gotta answer it
So I
topless.
Called the pizza place, ordered a pizza.
You got to start right away. You know.
I'm looking her up right now.
Don't have to get a serious minute.
I actually invited the guy in while I was
You-
like, here, come on in, let me go set
All
this
right, can we
down.
just-
I thought that was what's her name that we met. Yeah, she's naked. She's not topless.
I know, but so what? This is the weakest efuck video ever.
Well, hold on.
Did he rape her or fuck her? Oh, here he goes. This could be fake.
Yeah, no, you're right. This is terrible.
Yeah, I've
Dude,
never
this
been-
guy's wife's having a problem with this video, if it's real.
Never been freaking more jealous of a delivery guy.
Right?
I thought you meant her.
Well, Bigger pizza does look good. I mean,
I like pizza, but come on.
Come on, Dave,
All right,
step it up.
I had unacceptable devices 13.
Oh, this is still good.
oh, fuck
Yeah.
it. What?
Yeah, now
It's
now
already
we're getting-
better.
Now we're getting there.
And it's coin operated. All right.
I don't know if it's coin because it was like red, so it's a token. Well, that's fucking wacky as hell.
You know what's wacky about it? It should be the back of her head, so it looks like you're really doing it.
I know.
Yeah, but why is he using sex toys on a sex toy?
Yeah, that makes no
I
sense.
think that's a real woman. I think that's the real woman.
That
yeah.
probably, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, for a minute I didn't think it was. You just put. Why do you need a video camera? Just put up a mirror. Is she gonna shit?
Yeah, probably.
Nice hair.
Oh, wiffle ball bat challenge.
No, we did this.
Oh yeah, how far did you get it up?
No, the radio show we did it. That was one of the things that left with the Jägermeister machine.
Actually, looks like a good time.
They're amateurs.
She
man.
does
We-
look like a good son.
This is terrible.
Yeah, come on, Dave, slacking.
The hell is that?
I have no idea. I'm out. Oh, what the hell? Is that a gun?
Yeah, that's a gun.
Good for him. Good for her.
Let's see, pull the fucking trigger.
I was gonna say I've been. I mean, if he pulls it out and then shoots it at the wall.
So it's got to be like Angel Heart, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he takes it. All right.
Yeah, this is stupid. This movie.
This is terrible.
Dave, you're really slacking.
It's not me. Listen, I was just going roulette. I didn't research this. Oh, she's using the legs of a chair.
At least she's using the condom.
Yeah, right,
She's
yeah.
going to get pregnant by the chair.
All right. Being this week's choices are horrible, and we're getting close to the end. We're all going to be.
You want me to get the videos?
Yeah, that's why I said I want to wrap this up.
Oh wow, 2 views. All right.
This Saturday, at the
Wow,
moment,
that's two
two
people
people
right now.
live right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Saturday night, Bayonne. Where at?
That's gonna be at the Catholic War Veterans on 23rd Street. That's gonna be a fantastic show, awesome venue, and there's parking in the back.
Yeah.
What was the
And-
website to get tickets?
The what?
Was it Jersey Comedy Show or Jersey Comedy Fuck? I don't remember.
I don't think it was Jersey Comedy Fuck. It might be show. But I don't think it's fuck. Yeah,
All
you
right.
might get something else, right?
The three of us are on it with Zach Pickard. And we're out. Good night, everybody.
All right, no plugs in. Huh?
I said we're on that show. Good night, everybody.